he becomes the Progressive Party, the Bull Moose Party. He gives a speech in Milwaukee where an assassin tries to take him out. The bullet hits an eyeglass case and 50 pages of a speech in his breast pocket. It gets into his chest. He's bleeding, but he delivers a speech for 45 minutes. And his force of personality gets him the most votes of any independent party, more than Ross Perot in that race against Bill Clinton and George H.W.
Can you imagine if he had been assassinated, you would have 2 presidents out of 3 taken out? I mean, just horrific what was going on then. Now, at the beginning, though, he had been a very powerful governor of New York, and they wanted to get him out of New York because that was the, financial center, and it's one of the reasons they offered him and gave him the vice presidency, no?
Exactly. He's, each one of his jobs, as state lawmaker, he was a troublemaker. He was kind of stirring the pot. The establishment couldn't stand him, and he became this populist. As police commissioner, he's rankling the rank and file, and he's going after corrupt cops, and he brings a reporter with him. He causes trouble. As New York governor, the same thing for big business, really a problem. And the establishment says, we have to get rid of this guy, or we have to take care of him. What are we going to do with him? Well, at the time, vice president was the place to box somebody in because it was largely ceremonial. And, McKinley's friend, Senator Hanna, says to the president, all you have to do is stay alive for 4 years to prevent this crazy guy from becoming president. And 6 months later, Teddy Roosevelt becomes the youngest president in our history.
When we come back, Brett Baer, and I hope you'll stay with us another segment, I want to dig more deeply into this man, his family, how he grew up. A lot of our Republican presidents, some Democrat presidents, use him as a model, use him as an example. McCain did. In many respects, when he was running, he admired Roosevelt very, very much. The book, ladies and gentlemen, To Rescue the American Spirit, get it on Amazon.com. I want to encourage you to go there right now. Any major bookstore tonight and over the weekend when you do your shopping will have it. It's a great book, To Rescue the American Spirit. Brett Baer, we'll be right back. Folks, Americans rely on credit cards for secure payments and seamless transactions. But consumers stand to lose it all with the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandate bill. Big government mandates favor corporate megastores and allow them to choose how your credit card is processed. They might end up using untested payment networks that could jeopardize your data security and rewards. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Visit guardyourcard.com to learn more. That's guardyourcard.com, paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Yeah, Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/
Time to go to work. Welcome to Roswell Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at KSVPTV.com.
And there it is. We're going to take a shot. And wide open. There's number 6. Isaac Gonzalez is up the races. 10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes.
Tonight, your Roswell Coyotes are back home at the Wool Bowl, taking on the Trojans of Mayfield High. Coyote Football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at KSVPTV.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales, and ENMU Roswell, Loppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizza, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge, and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Now, a word from our sponsor. When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, Accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber to home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Or several teeth? A dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable Sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Art Sandoval and Jeff Lynn, head coach of the Roswell Coyotes. We're here in Week 10 of New Mexico high school football. Coach Lynn, good evening, sir. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm doing good.
All right. It's hard to believe that Week 10. It seems like yesterday was Week 1 and 2, but we are here in Week 10 and just 2 games left of regular season and district play. Coach, let's talk a little bit about last week real quick. Just we'll talk about the Artesia Bulldogs and the Roswell Coyotes. We knew there was going to be a war, and it was a war. And so what are your comments about last week's contest between the Artesia Bulldogs and the Roswell Coyotes?
Well, first off, you can't spot Artesia 21 points. I mean, we went down 21-0, and you're not going to beat Artesia spotting them points. I mean, it's hard enough to score on them and keep pace with them. So we got to get out of the gates a little bit better. Give them credit. They had a good game plan for us, but we can't spot them 21 points. We've got to come out of the gates a little better offensively, and defensively we've got to do a little better job getting stops. The second thing is defensively we got to get lined up. I mean, we have trouble getting lined up to a couple of their formations, and they caught us and for big plays, and so that was the second thing. And then offensively, like, we can't go 3 and out. We've got to catch the ball. I mean, those things we're going to have to get those things cleaned up as we get into the playoffs and move forward. Can't win like that. So I was happy with our special teams. I was happy. I mean, it'd been real easy for our kids to fold when they got down 21-0. I liked the way they fought and battled. Did a great job with that. Once we settled in, we were able to run the ball. So there were some good things there, but ultimately you just can't spot a team like Artesia 21 points and expect to win. So
absolutely. So all right, Coach. Well, I appreciate your comments about that. I know you and Jeremy Maupin have a mutual respect for each other, and I think that the relationship between you and him are going to continue, and we'll see what happens here in the future. But before, if there is going to be a Roswell Artesia contest again, there's a couple things we have to get done first. First of all, we've got to finish regular season, district play. Kind of got to get that filled out completely, and then the playoffs start. But first of all, let's talk about the Mayfield Trojans. And that's going to be, I know the Mayfield Trojans currently are 2-6 on the year, but they're very well coached, and they do have some good ball team, pretty good ball team and some good ball players. What do you think about the Mayfield Trojans?
Yeah, they're kind of struggling a little bit. I got a ton of respect for their coaching staff. Mayfield's a proud program. And sometimes you get some classes rolling through that, aren't as good as others. And so I think they're struggling a little bit, but we have a ton of respect for them. We've talked to our kids all week about being a trap game. This is a trap game for us. I mean, You look at their record, you can think, well, they're not very good.
Right.
This is wedged right in between the Artesia game and the Goddard game, both, rivals for us. It's easy for us to look ahead here, and we have to take this bunch seriously. And I mean, you just look at what happened last year. I mean, we had the same situation, and we went to Mayfield, and it took overtime to beat them. We ended up beating them 28-27 or what have you. And so, we have got to play well tonight. We've got to come out. We've got to treat these guys seriously, and we've got to execute, and we've got to play well. And so that's been the message all week, and hopefully we do those things.
Talking about a trap game, and I'm going to say something here. Mayfield Trojans, they're going to run, speaking of the offense, they're going to run some trap. They're going to run some speed option. They're going to run the lead. They're going to run that kind of offense right there. So the defense of the Roswell Coyotes, are we prepared for that tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we've got to change our mindset. We've talked to our kids about that all week. We're going from 70% pass against Artesia to 70% run Mayfield. So we have to change our mindset a little bit. With that comes a change of some players. We put some kids in some different spots to help us stop the run. So we've got to change our mindset, and we've got to be physical on defense, and we've got to tackle. And so, I think if they can't run the ball on us, they're going to have a hard time winning. And so we spoke to our kids about that all week, and they've got to do a good job with that. So hopefully we're ready to roll, and hopefully we do a good job with that tonight.
One of the things I was going to talk to you about, Coach, and again, I know the rankings aren't a real big deal for you, and I get that, but it starts talking about the Max Preps algorithms. Right now, the Roswell Coyotes sitting at the number 2 spot, and as I was doing some research here, the top 6 are in our district right now, the 4-5A, and then of course, all of the district is in the top 12. What does that mean about our district?
Well, it's just brutal every week. I mean, you got to come ready to play.
Right.
Anybody can beat anybody on any given night. I think that's the message, and that's the message we got to give our kids tonight. I mean, this is a quality football team. They're down on their luck a little bit this season. We better show up and we better play. You better show up, you better play every night. So.
Is there anything that you're preparing for that you feel that is going to be a surprise to you tonight? The Mayfield Trojans, like I said, they're a very well-coached team. Any team is beatable on every given week, but is there anything that you're expecting different from the Mayfield Trojans tonight?
I think, these are good coaches, and they're going to give their kids the best opportunities to win. And so I think we do. I don't know what the surprise will be. It wouldn't be a surprise if I knew, right? But
right.
There'll be something different. I mean, you can see this this coaching staff working extremely hard to give their kids the best chance to win. And whether that's them blitzing us more than what they've done in the past, whether that's onside kicks or fake punts or a completely different formation or something offensively, it's going to be, there's going to be something there. And it's like Mike Tyson says, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, right? Well, we're going to have to adjust.
Right.
I'm sure we've got a plan. We feel good about that plan, but again, these are coaches. Really good coaches that know how to coach, and they'll have something new, something tricky for us.
Talk about your week of practice, Coach.
Good week of practice. Thought we bounced back on Monday and Tuesday. Had good practices. I thought we've had good practices this week. I think the kids are, I think they're eager. I mean, JV season's over, the freshman season's over. Now we can focus on taking care of business, and you get 100% of the coaches every day. So I think we've had good practices. I look forward to see how that translates tonight.
And that was going to be one of my next questions is, the season of the sub-varsity, the JV and freshman teams, they had successful seasons. You did bring up some freshmen up to the varsity level, and that's just always good experience, to see what they're getting ready for in the future. But what are your thoughts on the freshman season and the JV season?
Yeah, our freshmen finished 8-1. They were border conference champions. Super proud of, and I've said this before, but like our freshmen don't play together. Our freshmen come in from 3 different middle schools. Like Artesia and Carlsbad and Hobbs and Clovis and all those people. All those kids have played together their entire life.
All one feeder.
All one feeder. You know what I'm saying? And so, we get these kids in July. They don't even know each other's name. Most of them hate each other. Most of them, they played at Mountain View or Sierra, and they were rivals. You know what I'm saying? They were talking crap to each other this time last year. So we got to bring that group together. We've got to put them in an offense and defense to be successful. And for those kids to come in here and do a great job and go 8-1 and win the border conference, I think it's a testament to those kids and the athleticism and their parents and everything going on with that freshman group. Super proud of that freshman group. 8-1 Border Conference champions. And then our JV finished last week with Artesia. They ended up beating Artesia, I think it was 28-13 or 14 or 15, something like that. But anyway, they ended up winning by 2 scores. And so they finished the year 7-2. I thought it was interesting, though, our 2 losses were to Artesia and Hobbs, right? And then we had wins over Artesia and Hobbs, too. So it's kind of interesting. You know, we played, fortunately, Artesia played us twice, and then Hobbs played us twice, so we can get enough games. But, you know, our 2 losses were to Artesia and Hobbs, and our 2 wins, we also had 2 wins against Artesia and Hobbs. So that group's going to be really talented. Really excited about when that sophomore group and that freshman group get to be junior, seniors, that has a chance to be special. I think that has a chance. The future's bright, man. The future's bright on the south side. We're excited about these kids and our football program. And like you said, we were able to move some kids up. I think that's important. We moved 3 freshmen up. That's never happened in the past. You know, we move kids up that we feel like have a chance to help us on the varsity next year.
Right.
And we use this 5 weeks to kind of like a spring ball or something to really get those guys tuned in and ready to play varsity football. And if they get an opportunity to play, we're going to throw them out there and they're going to be expected to execute the game plan. But we treat those kids like, hey, you know, this is preparation for next year. And,
Absolutely.
You know, it's like getting some more practice with those kids. So moved 3 freshmen up, moved a whole host of sophomores up. You'll see some of those sophomores tonight and freshmen on special teams. You know, so we're excited about those groups and looking forward to the future here at Roswell High.
You know, last year's season, of course, coming off a state championship, it was a very special season for you, a very special team. But what makes this team, the Roswell Coyotes currently, a very special team?
You know, I love these kids, man. Like, I love these kids. Like, you know, I chew their butt like I always do, everybody. But, like, these kids are not sensitive. They're fun to be around. They're good guys. They all hang out with each other in the locker room. You know, and some of that is, you know, and they play around with each other. Some of that gets taken a little bit too far, and it's done at the wrong times. But, man, they're fun to be around. And, you know, I just enjoy this group. I mean, there's not any drama. There's not any ego. Like, you know, we got down 21-0 last week. It would have been real easy for us to melt down. But we got kids out there. No, stay together. We're good, you know, and keep battling. And, you know, that's what I really enjoy about this game. A bunch of good kids that I like being around. You know, I've had some teams in the past that I didn't, you know, they were really good, but I didn't really like being around them. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And, I mean, you've had some teams like that too, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
But this group's not that way, man. They're fun to be around. I like, you know, and I've got some experience with these kids. I mean, Luke's a senior, and you know, these seniors that we have right now, we played youth ball together and baseball together, and I've known these kids for a long time. And so it's a special group, a special group of seniors, and we're excited to see how this group finishes.
Sounds good, Coach. Well, anything else to your listeners? It's not just the state of New Mexico. It's all over the nation now. We have viewers from all 50 states, even different countries. Anything you want to say to our fans that are listening and watching?
No, we're just fired up, man. We're fired up about the rest of this season. Excited about this group. We're getting healed up. We're starting to get some kids back. Lost some kids against Gads and had some good news on the injury front this week. Really excited about where this thing's going to go. I think, you know, we lost last week, but I don't think we lost any hope. I think, you know, our kids came back, had a good week of practice. I mean, look out for the Roswell Coyotes. We're excited. We're fired up. We're ready to go for this back half of the season, see how it goes, and you know, hopefully we get to where we want to be.
You know, this game right here is so important for the preparation of next week. You know, the crosstown rival next week with the Goddard Rockets. We won't necessarily talk about the Goddard Rockets right this moment, but this is a very, very important game to be very successful against the Mayfield Trojans to prepare for the following week. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, you want to build momentum.
Yep.
Like, we lost a little bit of momentum. We had good momentum going into the Artesia game. We'd won 4 straight. Kind of lost a little bit of that. Now we got to get that back. We got to get that mojo back, and you know, hopefully we do that tonight with the Mayfield Trojans. Sounds good. Anything in closing, sir? No, man. Just if you can't make it out the Wool Bowl, tune in to KSVP. If you can't make it out the Wool Bowl, I mean, we need a rowdy, raucous crowd. Excited about it, man. We're fired up about the rest of this season. Sounds good. Well, head coach Jeff Lynn. Coach, thank you very much for the interview. We'll let you get back into the team. We're just minutes away from kickoff. I want to thank KSVP, Tanner Todd, producer, and the crew from KSVP. We'll see you here in just a bit. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Facebook, and YouTube. We'll see you here in just a bit.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com. If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model. You're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
Welcome back to the Roswell Coyote Pregame Show. Now time for your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight.
My name is Alonso Villegas, senior, defensive tackle. My parents are Monse and Renato. Favorite subject, automotive. My favorite thing about being a Coyote are 40s.
My name is Anthony Graham. I'm a senior. I'm a defensive end. My parents are Damon and Betty Graham. Favorite subject is economics, and my favorite part about being a Coyote is the brotherhood.
Hi, my name is Gabriel Lucero. I'm a junior. I play center. My parents are Jacob Avalos and Veronica Soto. My favorite subject is English. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is definitely the intensity.
My name is Elias Lujan. I'm a junior. My position is defensive end. My parents are Ernest and Maria Lujan. My favorite subject is mass media. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is probably the coaching and all the coaching staff we have.
My name is Faustino Tarin. I'm a senior. I play DN. My parents are Angelina Tarin and Armando Tarin. My favorite subject is economics. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is the brotherhood.
My name is Daniel Chavez Gonzalez. I'm a senior. I play offensive guard. My parents are Irene and Yvette Chavez Gonzalez. My favorite subject is English. My favorite thing about being a Coyote is game day, baby. Ah!
That's your Roswell Coyote Player Spotlight for tonight. Pre-game show continues right after this.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Ranch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Ranch difference here at Tate Ranch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Ranch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Ranch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Ranch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Make your mark in media sales. Pecos Valley Broadcasting and KSVP TV are now hiring account executives in the Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia area. For a list of opportunities and a chance to join our sales team, log on to pvbcradio.com and apply today.
Hey guys, Aaron Dishman, your general sales manager down here at Roswell Ford. Check it out, we're in the fourth quarter. That means Ford is pushing the incentives hard. Guys, right now, get 3.9% financing for 72 months and up to $7,500 off the MSRP on a brand new 2025 F-150. Come down, take a look here at Roswell Ford, and let us hook you up today.
Score game-winning deals only at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main in Roswell.
Month is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wool Bowl. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Mark Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. Coach, good evening, sir. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. Perfect night for football. Perfect temperature, almost no wind. Got a good crowd filling in here. The band's here. Cheers here. Dance is here. We are ready to go.
Yeah, it feels like 70 degrees right now, and no precipitation in the forecast as of yet, Coach. So I think we're going to be just fine. So we are here with the Roswell Coyotes as they're going to take on the Mayfield Trojans this evening. The Roswell Coyotes coming in this contest 5-3 overall, ranked number 2 in the 5A classification. And as for the Mayfield Trojans, the Trojans are 2-6 on the year, ranked 7th in the 5A classification. Coach, kind of interesting. Yesterday and today, I was just kind of looking over the top 10 as far as the polls are concerned. And tell you what, you had Artesia, Roswell, Lovington, Goddard, Gadsden, Mayfield, all in the top 8 in the district. And, of course, Deming is also in the top 10. So all 8 teams in the district are ranked and more than likely will make the state playoffs, Coach.
Yeah, I agree with you, partner. I think, I think there's a chance Santa Teresa does not get in. But in just looking at the brackets, only 4 teams don't go, because there's only 6 teams in there.
Right.
And right now in Max Prep, Santa Teresa is number 14. I think they're 11, 12, 13 in the coaches poll.
It's going to be hard, but
yeah,
there's a good chance.
It's tough for them to sneak up into that 12 spot, because here's the other thing. Santa Teresa is winless on the year, so it's going to be real hard. Now Deming, I think Deming's got a shot to get in, despite probably finishing the season maybe with just 1 win.
Okay.
I think they could sneak into that 12 spot, but you've got some other teams there in the 5A classification that are going to be battling for that 12 spot. You got Capital at 2-6. I don't think Del Norte can get in. I think they'll just have 1 win on the season. So, Capital at 2-6 or Deming at 1-9. There's a shot. I mean, Deming's ranked number 8. So
right, there's a good chance. And I know you and I will start doing our predictions here starting next week, because this week is already week 10 in New Mexico high school football. Coach, we're about 5 minutes before. Actually, teams probably will come out a little bit before then, but I'm going to say about 7 minutes. And, Coach, one of the things we always try to talk about is little statistics. You want to go over some of the high school statistics for the Roswell Coyotes?
Absolutely.
All right.
So it's been a great year for the quarterback. We'll just start with him, Luke Lynn. In 8 games, he has 106 completions on 155 attempts. That's a 68.4 completion percentage, 11 touchdowns, just 1 interception, 1,384 yards, averaging over 13 yards a completion. Catching the football has been Noah Estrada. He's got just under 400 yards on the season on 20 catches. That's just under 20 yards a catch and 5 touchdowns. Isaac Gonzalez has also been very effective, 364 yards for Isaac on 33 catches 11 yards per and 3 touchdowns. The other big hitter in this offense as far as catching the ball is Diego Sanchez. He's only caught 3 balls on the season, but 101 yards, so that's a 33-yard average, and he's got a touchdown as well. So a lot of targets for Luke Lynn, the quarterback. Running the football, Luis Rodriguez has overtaken Luke Lynn in both attempts and yards. 42 attempts, 306 yards. That's a 7.3 average. Luke Lynn is next with 269 yards and 6 touchdowns. And there's other guys, as you well know, that can run the ball situationally. About a dozen guys have run the ball for the Coyotes. Defensively, they're led by Cannon Ramage with 47 tackles and 3 sacks. David Gallman leads the team in tackles for loss, 6 tackles for loss on just 18 tackles from his defensive end position. Interceptions are led by Noah Foose and David Fresquez. They've each got 2. And the Coyotes will be missing Jonathan Ellis for the 2nd straight game tonight. He might get in sparingly, but I think the plan is for him not to play unless it's absolutely necessary. He's got 39 tackles and playing in 1 fewer game than the rest of the defensive starters.
All right, Coach. Well, real quick, there's about 2 minutes. I didn't see the flip. You might have had, I don't know who won the toss, but we'll get that figured out here in just a minute. If you missed the pregame, Coach, Coach Lynn and I took about 15, 18 minutes, I believe what it was. We talked about the Roswell Coyotes, the 2025 defending state champions taking on the Mayfield Trojans. Now, the Mayfield Trojans, Coach, are 2-6. 2-6 doesn't seem like a very good record. I'll tell you right now, talking with Jeff Lynn and myself, Gary Bradley's Mayfield Trojans are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a storied program. It's, when you think about high school football, and especially in the southern part of the state, you definitely got to think about the Mayfield Trojans. They've lost to some really good teams. They lost to Las Cruces, who I don't think anybody's touching this year in 6A football. They lost, of course, to, they haven't played Artesia yet. Lost to Lovington, a really good football team. Lost to Gadsden, a pretty good football team. Lost to Oregon Mountain. I mean, there's some losses on there, but there's not terrible losses on there. They are capable of winning any time they get out on the field. Now, they are a little short-handed. I understand today that they're going to have to employ that next man up mentality. But yeah, they're good. They're a good program for sure.
All right, Coach, real quick. You went first last week. I'll go first this week. Predictions for this week. I'm going to go the Roswell Coyotes 50, Mayfield Trojans 7.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to go 47-14.
Okay.
What did you say? 50-7.
I'm going 50-7.
We do not have a prediction. It was not one of the featured games for New Mexico Preps.
Okay.
So there's no prediction from New Mexico Preps and Josh Grenay. But we'll see who hits a little closer this week.
All right. Well, sounds good, Coach. Well, it looks like the Roswell Coyotes won the toss and deferred to the second half. So the Roswell Coyotes, I beg your pardon, Coach. I beg your pardon. It looks like the Mayfield Trojans won the toss and deferred over to the second half. So stand corrected on that. So the Roswell Coyotes will start off on offense first. And so I'll go over starting lineups here in just a minute, Coach. But one of the things that I want to mention here, last week the Roswell Coyotes, coming off the loss to Artesia, score of 42-28. And, of course, the Roswell Coyotes had a little bit of strategy with defensively for the Artesia Bulldogs. And here's the thing, the Artesia Bulldogs, the high-powered offense, predominantly passes the ball. But here this week the Roswell Coyotes are going to have to focus on the run. Gary Bradley, of course, the late Jim Bradley was the head coach, won a couple state championships here at Roswell, and Gary Bradley is the son. But, it's the old tradition. Offense, you have that lead, you have the option, you have quarterback lead. So the Roswell Coyotes are going to have to prepare for a lot of run. I'm not saying that the quarterback, Xavier Choyo, is not going to pass. He will pass, but it's going to be predominantly run.
So we had a fair catch on the attempted pop-up onside by Mayfield, and it was caught by Patrick Tadine. And We're going to be calling Patrick's name a lot today because he is the one who is going to take over for Jonathan Ellis at that middle linebacker position, and he'll be calling out the defense as well. I was talking to Coach Lynn before the game, says he does a really good job there.
All right, it's going to be 1st down and 10. The ball will be about the 44-yard line. Luke Lynn will be the quarterback, and he's going to be under pressure right off the bat, and he will be sacked, Coach.
Sacked for a bunch, too. That's a big loss.
About 15 yards is what it looks like is right this moment. So the Mayfield Trojans defense comes out on fire. All right, so the starting lineup for the Roswell Coyotes, we'll start out with the line, will be number 54, Isaiah Trujillo, followed by number 74, C.J. Kennard. Number 50 is Edgar Sotero. Number 67 is Ethan Lopez. And number 77 is Emmanuel Sanchez. That is a starting line for the Roswell Coyotes on 2nd and 24. And that's going to be a dropped opportunity for the Roswell Coyotes. Now, Coach, they're saying it was 1st down still on the 1st and 24. Did something happen that I didn't recognize?
I think they just didn't have it up there, right?
Well, you had the chain gang. There it is. Okay, so it's going to be a 3rd down situation for the Roswell Coyotes. So Luke Lynn started out the drive trying to roll out to the right side and got sacked for a loss of about 15 or 16, and then a drop pass by Colby Sanchez.
Yeah, and that's not a good start for these Coyote receivers who had 7 drops against Artesian.
All right, 3rd and 24 for the Roswell Coyotes. Luke Lynn in the empty set will go to the right side, and it's going to be caught. And that is going to be number 4, Allen Ingram, with the reception. Now, Coach, it's going to bring up a 4th down situation. Early in the game, I think Jeff Lynn will call out the punting unit.
Oh, I believe so. I mean, that's a really quick 3 and out, but when you have that big sack on 1st down and then a drop, I mean, you almost give yourself no chance.
All right, so 4th and 17. It's going to be Anaya about the 22-yard line. And here comes the Trojans, but it's going to be off, and it's going to be a good kick. And let's see if it takes a Coyote bounce. And it looks like it does just that. So the Mayfield Trojans will take over 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line.
40-yard punt, no return for Nick Anaya. That's above his average, so we'll take that.
All right.
And now this defense will come on out on the field.
All right, Coach, the starting lineup here for the Roswell Coyotes defensively is number 15, David Gauman, followed by number 53, Gabriel Villegas. Daniel Borrego will be playing defensive tackle wearing jersey number 78, followed by number 66, Faustino Tarin. And the linebackers for the Roswell Coyotes will be Joaquin Bolaños. And as you mentioned, Patrick Tarin will be in place of Jonathan Ellis. Cannon Ramage will also play the linebacker position. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans, and good defense by the Roswell Coyotes. And the Mayfield Trojans might get one, but we'll see what the officials say on the spot of the ball here.
I think it's going to wind up being a tackle for loss, and that is big Daniel Borrego.
All right, the cornerbacks tonight will be number 21, Isaiah Aranda and David Frescas. And then the safeties will be Kyle Williams and Nicholas Anaya. So it's going to be 1st down and 10, so no yards, no gain for the Mayfield Trojans. And the quarterback, as we mentioned, oh, there he is, going to try to pass right off the bat, and that's going to be a drop pass, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Wide open and a great ball by Ochoa, but just hit him in exactly the wrong place, right in his hands.
All right, so that was Brian Chavez with the dropped opportunity. The quarterback is Xavier Ochoa. Coach, now your opinion on Xavier Ochoa. He is a senior, stands about 6 foot, about 150 pounds. Played against Goddard, was injured. He was not real sure if he was going to get the starting position this evening, but he's out here tonight.
Yeah, he's going to give it a go. He looked good in warm-ups to me. I didn't see anything that made me think he couldn't go. Oh, boy. That's going to be a tackle for loss for David Gauman after the completion.
Just a little dump pass over to Nathaniel Benavides, and now it's going to bring up a 4th and 14 for the Mayfield Trojans.
So a couple of 3 and outs to start the game. Not really what I was expecting, especially from the Roswell offense, but we'll see how they do with the punt return here. Is that who is back there? Is it?
It's going to be Ochoa again. As kicking, or you're talking for the Roswell Coyotes, it's going to be number 3, which is Nicholas Anaya. Nicholas Anaya on the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes! And the Roswell Coyotes will return the ball 4-6. And the Coyotes are on the board here in this first quarter.
$55 yards on the return on the line drive punt by Ochoa. And Nicholas Anaya says, hey, offense, you just stay over there on the sideline.
All right, sophomore Ben Vera will kick the point after touchdown, awaits the snap. And there's a snap, it's up, and the indication is good. All right, the Roswell Coyotes lead 7-0 here in this first quarter with 8:45 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Here in Roswell, New Mexico, Nick Anaya with a 55-yard touchdown return, and the point after touchdown by Vera is good. Coyotes lead 7-0, and I tell you what, Coach, job well done by the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, I mean, they've just got so many weapons. It's Ben Gonzalez back there returning punts all season long, the junior slot, but Nick Anaya showing his athleticism and speed as he takes it to the house.
All right, so Ben Vera will get his Coyotes situated here, 5 to the right, 5 to the left, and Ben Vera about the 30-yard line, wearing jersey number 48. And, Coach, the Roswell Coyotes wearing the traditional red tops, white numbers, red trousers, and the black helmets. Look sharp tonight, and there is the kick as the Roswell Coyotes will hustle downfield. It is going to be returnable, and it's going to be number 1. It's going to be Thompson with the carry. And it's going to be hit hard and taken down about the 25-yard line.
Thompson on the return for the Trojans. Yeah, and I believe that's Renan Duran, who I don't have on my tackle stats here.
Well, thank you to, what do we have for dinner tonight already, Coach?
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's, great tuna sandwich.
And Peter Piper, don't forget Peter Piper.
And Peter Piper pizza, and I did have a piece of that as well.
I decided to forego the pizza, but I did have a sandwich, and certainly appreciate the donations on that.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans from the 26. Coyotes lead 7-0 with 8:35 left in this first quarter. And it's going to be the quarterback, Xavier Ochoa. Going to drop back to pass, going to go up the sideline. And job well done. Coach, it looked like, from at least my angle, it was almost picked off.
Well, Nick Anaya, at the very last second, reached up there and knocked it away because the other defender had fallen down. I'm not sure who that was over there, but that was potentially a disaster there, and a good play by Anaya.
All right, Ochoa at quarterback. Marcus Castillo is going to be shotgun right. Two-man receiver at the bottom of your screen. Let's see what Ochoa does here on 2nd down and 10. He will roll out to the right side. And, Coach, I'm real surprised that the Mayfield Trojans really are really trying to attempt to throw the ball to start off. I'm really surprised.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to do what's not expected and go away from what you do a lot. And I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Ochoa's arm. I mean, accurate, strong-armed. So we might see him pass more than we expected tonight.
Well, we'll see. At least here in this first quarter, there's that good possibility. Just going to see what works for him. But right now, it's 1st and 10 from the 41 right hash for the Mayfield Trojans. Xavier Ochoa wastes a snap, and this time he will hand it off to number 23, Nathaniel Benavides.
Pat Tarin there first after a gain of about 4.
And we will be keeping you updated throughout the state, scores from around the state at all levels. And, of course, the first round of the World Series as the Los Angeles Dodgers are taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in the first game of this exciting World Series. And let me guess, Coach, I'm thinking the Dodgers could have an early lead.
2-0, top of the third, 1 out.
All right, well, there you have it. And we'll get you some updates as well of who scored if we can and who's pitching. But the second and 6 here at the Wool Bowl, Ochoa. Quick pass over to the left side, and we'll have a first down and more.
I believe that's Joaquin Bolaños, who I thought had a chance to maybe pick that. But he did get blocked. He did make the tackle, but it will be another first down for Mayfield. They're moving the ball well, and they're doing it through the air.
Yes, they are. All right, so first and 10 from the 41. Coach Gary Bradley working the left side. It's going to be in that pistol formation again. You got trips to the top of your screen, tight trips. Watch screen again. And this time it's handed off again to Nathaniel Benavides, and will have a loss.
Yeah, cannon ramage into that gap. And going to lose one on that play.
All right, so second and 11, and they're saying that David Gauman will get credit for the tackle.
Well, he was there too, but Ramage was there first. But you know what? I'll give Gauman to Gauman, sorry.
An assist?
Yeah.
All right, Ochoa now, second 11. Hard count. And there it is again. It's got an eye open. It's going to be caught by Thompson. And another first down for the Mayfield Trojans. Just faking that little run and finally just tosses it over to that third level. And good catch and good pass.
Yeah, great fake there by Ochoa, really selling the run. And then hit as he threw, still made a really nice throw and a good catch by Keon Thompson.
All right, so first and 10 with 5:44 left in the first quarter. Coyotes do lead 7-0 on a 55-yard touchdown return by Nick Anaya. And here is Ochoa, awaits the snap, and will hand it off. No, he won't. He's going to go to the end zone, and it has the guy open.
They had it all the way.
And just overthrows him.
Yeah, the old reverse combo flea flicker. And he had a wide open receiver. He just overthrew him. That should have been 6. That should have been an easy pitch and catch.
All right, so 7-0 is the score. Thank you for listening and watching. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Roswell versus Mayfield. Week 10 of New Mexico High School football. Next week will end the regular season and district play. And then we'll talk a little bit about potential state entries.
We got a new quarterback.
It is. That's going to be number 2. It's going to be Marcus Castillo.
Yeah, it's just a little Wildcat action.
Wildcat.
Faustino Tarin, first one there. He'll get credit for the tackle. Had help. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. But definitely in go-for-it territory. I have no idea about their kicker.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
No stats available for Mayfield this year. So
got a district score: Lovington 26, Deming 6. Farmington 7, Rio Rancho 0. 3rd and 12 for Mayfield. And there is Ochoa, waits the snap. Going out to the left side. Is this going to be just a quarterback keeper? And runs well and still on his feet. Will have the first down. And the Coyotes kind of struggling defensively here against the Mayfield Trojans.
They definitely are. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about at the moment, but Tarin having to make another tackle way down the field there, and he comes off for a breather. But I know Coach Lynn is not happy about the way his defense is played. They played great the first possession. But this second one, and Mayfield's just marched down the field.
Well, as you mentioned, Coach, Coach Gary Bradley's team is only 2-6, but as we mentioned earlier, very, very good 2-6 ball team.
Nice tackle made by Borrego.
Text messages coming in here. Shout out to all the Dodger fans and, of course, Coyote fans. Frank Montoya, watching the Dodgers, wants to also give a shout out to the Roswell Coyotes. Says go Coyotes and go Dodgers. All right, 2nd and 9 for the Mayfield Trojans. 7-0 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 3:44 left here in this first quarter. And, Coach, it looks like it's Ochoa still at quarterback, shotgun right formation. And he's going to take it himself, and you got to be careful.
Ooh, dangerous play there as Anaya got in the backfield, and he showed his speed on defense there after he showed it as the punt returner, but definitely pressured Ochoa into a very dangerous throw.
3rd down and 9 for the Mayfield Trojans. 3:33 left.
Yeah, 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, yes, sir. 3rd and 9 from the 9. We'll get you some more scores here in just a moment, but Mayfield threatening. They are inside the 10-yard line. And Ochoa. Going to be quarterback lead. And we'll get a couple more. So now it's going to bring up a 4th down situation. I'm sure Gary Bradley will go for this.
Well, like you said, they're 2-6. You know, they're probably in the playoffs, win or lose. You gotta make this, keep this game competitive for as long as possible. So there's really no question in my mind they were going for it either.
All right, 4th and 6 now for the Mayfield Trojans. Going to try to get the Coyotes outside, and they might have just done that. Tell you what, the horns are extremely loud, aren't they?
Yeah, they're too loud. We need an administrator to get them moved away from the press box.
Well, we'll definitely do that, but, Coach, next week might be even louder, huh?
Yeah, next week will definitely be louder than this week.
Crosstown rivals, Roswell versus Goddard next week on Friday, Halloween, but it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Mayfield Trojans. 7-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Ochoa, the quarterback for Mayfield, awaits a snap, and there's a snap, and that's going to be a quarterback lead. And it looks like the Roswell Coyotes have stopped the Mayfield Trojans. So goal line stands for Roswell, and it will be a turnover on down.
Yeah, hard to tell over there. I think Nick Anaya was involved at least at the end. I'll have to give him credit for the tackle.
All right, so turnover on downs for the Roswell Coyotes. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 1. Let's see if Luke Lynn can get his Roswell Coyotes out of the end zone here. Quarterback keeper, yes he is. And we'll get a couple 3 yards. And now the Roswell Coyotes have a little life and get out of that end zone, Coach. That's always a dangerous opportunity for anybody, right?
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, when you have a quarterback the size of Luke Lynn, that's a nice luxury to have when you can just lean him forward and you can just pretty much count on at least 3 yards. That's what he got there.
All right. Quick shout out to Emma Burt. Also watching the World Series and KSVPTV.com. I wouldn't expect nothing less. She's always on every Friday.
Absolutely is.
All right, 2nd down and 7 for the Roswell Coyotes.
Oh, look out.
And look at that, Coach. Off to the races. Roswell Coyotes. Guess who that is? That's going to be Rodriguez. 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown, Coyotes.
96 yards, partner. That definitely gets your yards per carry up.
Well, Coach, did you see what happened there? Luke Lynn was not at quarterback. It was actually Fuentes.
Was it?
Well, I thought it was Fuentes. It might have been Wildcat. It happened so quick, it maybe just been a
direct snap to Rodriguez. Yeah, I think that's maybe more likely, but I didn't notice.
That's probably what it was, Coach. I was writing down my notes, and the next time I know it, just through my peripheral vision, I thought it was Fuentes there for just a second, but now I think about it, it was probably a Wildcat. 96-yard touchdown run by Luis Rodriguez. All right, Vera awaits, and it's good. 14-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a quick break. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Coyote Football. We'll be right back.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
And what a drive for the Roswell Coyotes. 96 yards, Luis Rodriguez. And I tell you what, Coach, I knew he was fast, but I didn't know he was that fast.
Well, I tell you what, after the initial burst, he hit his top gear, but I think he kind of slowed down about 70 yards in, but luckily he had blockers by then that were hustling downfield. Just a tremendous run.
All right, 14-0 with 2:02 left here in quarter one. And there's the onside kick. And the Mayfield Trojans will take over at the 49-yard line. Now, Coach, does that surprise you at all?
Not at all. Haven't done it much this year, but, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty now. You got to work on that because you never know when you might need it. So, that's – and a pretty good kick by Vera. Got it just past the 50, but it was right to a Mayfield Trojan. He did a good job fielding the ball.
All right, so we'll get you some scores from around the state here. We do have, let's get some big school football scores here first of all. 7-0 in Farmington is leading Rio Rancho. And Goddard is currently leading Artesia 7-0. All right, 1st and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans from the 49-yard line. Empty set for Ochoa. And in trouble, rolling out to the left side. Has some running room. And will step out of bounds.
You get a blindside block on that?
Well, there's no flag, so I'm not sure about that. No, that is correct, Coach. I do have that score. Goddard 7, Artesia 0, quarter one.
It might be the second time Artesia's been behind in a football game this year.
Maybe. All right, so 2nd down and 7 for Mayfield. All right, look at this, Coach, and that's going to be
He's got room.
Running room for the Mayfield Trojans.
But it's coming back.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold, and the runner is going to be Ryan Chavez.
Keon Thompson with a pretty obvious hold, and then the guilty the guilty mannerisms that don't help your cause. You think it is, but it's not.
Jeff was talking about this week of practice, Coach. He said he had a pretty good week of practice. Now, we did have, was it on today's Friday, so I guess it was Wednesday. We had the sprinklers go on, and it flooded the field pretty crazy. But luckily enough, the campus of Roswell High School has plenty of room, so they went on over to the soccer field, and, of course, we have it lined pretty good, and so they got a quality practice in that evening. But, it looked like you've gone fishing.
Well, these things happen. I'll bet you I can get us a rain out tonight, right?
That's very true. Okay, 14-0 is the score. 2nd 11 for the Mayfield Trojans. Ochoa at quarterback, shotgun right. 4-man front defensively for the Roswell Coyotes. Making now 5. And here is going to be another pass. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. Passer was intended for Keon Thompson.
Yeah, and Aranda with a pass breakup. We'll give him on that.
All right, Coach. Well, I'm fooled. I really anticipated the Mayfield Trojans coming out, at least here in the first quarter, running. And it's been totally opposite. Ochoa really with the passing attack.
Yeah, and I think probably the Roswell defensive coaching staff probably thought the same thing. And they have kind of caught us off guard in that respect. But the defense did hold at the goal line. And then, of course, you get the 94-yard touchdown run. And that's pretty disheartening if you're Mayfield. March down the field, get nothing out of it, and then give up a touchdown 2 plays later.
You're exactly right. They're down 11 from the 48. And there's Ochoa again. He's going to try to go again, and it's going to be almost intercepted. Hit the ground first and in the hands
of Frescas.
David Frescas.
Nice play. All right, so they're going to give Nick another shot at a punt return here, or are they going to let the regular guys at Gonzales do it?
Well, I think the Mayfield Trojans are going to go for it on 4th down. Well, and here's the thing. They're going to try to go long count and then reset and let Ochoa. See, this is where you're going to have to be careful with. I did ask Jeff in the pregame show do you think that Gary Bradley's going to try some trick plays? And he said absolutely. Because of this formation right here. And
he's the punter, yeah. Yep. So, I'll tell you what, I'm surprised. But keep rolling, ball. Keep rolling, ball.
And look at that.
It checks up at the 1. See, that's why you still got to have a guy back.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think that's a mistake by the Coyotes. They're not having a returner back there.
Well, I'll just tell you about Ochoa, Coach. What about that? That athleticism of that young man sets up in the quarterback position, gets the snap, and quickly kicks the ball all the way to the 1.
See, you got to have your pass rush concentrated in the middle in that situation. They didn't. They had an extra rusher coming from the outside, and you also have to have, Anaya is your safety anyway.
Right.
I mean, just put him back there and let him play, that cover, whatever you want to call it, cover 1 but yeah, otherwise this can happen. And credit to Ochoa, he got it done, and outstanding punt. Now they'll have to go 99 to score.
Well, Luke Lynn is going to be under center. I'm sure he'll go quarterback sneak again. Oh, no, this time they're going to go sweep, and this time it's going to be number 4. It's going to be Ingram with some running room.
That's a pretty gutsy play call, to be honest with you, partner.
Well, that's just telling you, that's credit to the line right there. Talking about, as we talked about from the right side of the line, a lot of meat there with, of course, Edgar Sotero, Ethan Lopez, and Emmanuel Sanchez. That's just telling you the confidence that, Derek Gomez and Jeff Lynn and the coaching staff have on that right side of the line.
Well, it could have been checked to also by Luke Lynn if he saw that they were playing it up the middle, that he could check to that, but.
Quick pass over and another dropped ball. Last time is that Estrada?
Yep.
So is that the second drop pass this quarter?
Out of 3 attempts, yes.
All right, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Coyotes lead by 14-0, minute 9. Now, I don't know if I'm currently on Max Preps trying to get updates from around the state. Not sure if these scores are accurate. I do have New Mexico Military 7, Redoso 7, Goddard, Artesia 7-7, so it is updating now. And 2nd down and 10 for Luke Lynn, dropping back to pass, in trouble, and finds a guy, and that's going to be Kobe Sanchez, and finally brought down at the 43-yard line, and another 1st down for the Roswell Coyotes. 1st down, Coyotes.
32-yard completion, a great catch on a ball that was a little high.
Yep.
From Luke Lynn. But I'll tell you what, Kobe Sanchez, what a nice catch and run.
All right, empty set for Roswell. 1st and 10 with less than 60 seconds left in the first quarter. Luke Lynn in trouble, rolls out to the left side. He's going to take a shot to the right side now, and it's going to be caught. And it's going to be another 1st down for the Roswell Coyotes, and a catch by Allen Ingram. And the Roswell Coyotes will have another 1st down, but there's a flag on the play. Now, my question is, was there anything? Yes, they're going to say it's going to be declined. Coach, did I see a hold?
Yeah, defensive holding.
Okay.
So that was Allen Ingram on the catch?
It was Allen Ingram on the catch. 100% confirmed. Las Cruces, 16. Carlsbad, 0. Piedra Vista, Plain Cibola. Piedra Vista on top by 7. First and 10, 35 seconds left here in quarter one. The Roswell Coyotes 14, Mayfield Trojan 0. And that's going to be handed off. And again, Luis Rodriguez on his feet at the 20-yard line. And, man, I'm going to tell you what, he runs hard, Coach.
He does. He's not like you well know, if you follow this team, he's not a very big guy, but he runs big.
All right.
11 yards on that carry. And that's going to hurt his average real bad today. Average is down to 53.5 per carry now.
Oh, gosh, I tell you what. All right, first down and 10 from the 17. 26.2 seconds left here in quarter one. Kyle's trying to get back on the board here in this first quarter to extend their lead. Luke Lynn at the quarterback position, shotgun right. Luis Rodriguez on the right side. Will hand it off to him again. No, it's going to be another drop ball. Pass was intended for Colby Sanchez. Had 7 drop balls last week and already 3 here in this first quarter.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's a little bit of an epidemic at this point. I mean, I don't know. What do you do?
Well, this is what you do. You keep throwing it. You keep working
what do you do in? What do you do in practice?
You keep doing it.
You just keep firing away.
You keep doing it until you get it done right, and it's going to happen. All right, Rodriguez on his feet, 15-10, 5, touchdown! Actually, Coach, that's going to be Nathaniel Lujan for the touchdown. So Nathaniel Lujan will get in the ballgame here in the first quarter.
17 yards.
And now the Coyotes lead 20-0 in this first quarter. So you have those twos right here from our angle coach, and they have similar running styles, but this time it will be Nathaniel Lujan. Ben Vera with the PAT up and good. And it's 21-0 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Nathaniel Lujan from 17 yards out. And the extra point good. Coyotes with a comfortable lead here with 16.2 seconds left in quarter one. 21-0. And Ben Vera gives the ball to the official and says, hey, is this good to go? He says yes and gives it right back to him. And we'll get the Roswell Coyotes set up. Hey, Coach, do you think they'll just pooch kick it this time?
There's no telling what they'll do. They may want to work on the pop-up. They could try to work on the squib. They could kick it deep. I mean, you got a 3-touchdown lead. You're still in the first quarter. Pretty much anything you want to work on, you can work on.
All right. When you're up 21-0, you might as well work on about everything you can. So here we go. Ben Vera set to kick. Ball's on the 40, but Ben Vera's at the 30-yard line. A little trot, and the left-footed kicker will kick it, and kick it deep this time. Oh, nice hit by number 13.
Jadrian, wasn't it?
Jadrian Garcia. All right, Coach. I think we have the same score in the middle of the fourth. We do have Snell pitching for the Dodgers. So it's going to bring up a first down and 10 for Mayfield, but there is a flag on the play.
This is usually on the return team.
Most of the time. I didn't see the indication.
Ooh, unsportsmanlike.
On Mayfield.
That's going to back him up quite a bit. from the 28. Oh, maybe I got my signals wrong.
No, I didn't see it unsportsmanlike, Coach.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike.
Was it? Okay.
But they only backed them up 10, so that's interesting.
Well,
now they're moving in. Okay, now they're moved all the way back to 14.
All right, not a huge crowd on the opposite side here, and a decent one here on the west side for the Roswell Coyotes. A lot of people watching the World Series and also watching KSVP, so
sure,
we appreciate you supporting.
That's what we're here for. We'd love for you to get to the stadium, but if you can't.
Yes, absolutely. And, of course, supporting the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And is that Coach Bradley out on the field?
It is Coach Bradley on the field.
And now he's being herded off. We're ready to go.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. So it was confirmed unsportsmanlike conduct on Mayfield. Ochoa, the quarterback, right?
Yeah, close to the 15 now.
All right, so Ochoa now will this time hand it off.
And Ramage there first.
Uh-oh, we got a score. Toronto scored 2 runs on a dinger, still in the 4th, so we got a ball game down in Los Angeles. All right, so that will end the first quarter. Coyotes lead 21-0. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
All right, we are back here at the Mobile in Roswell, New Mexico. In the first quarter, Coyotes 21, Mayfield 0. Coach, thought on the first quarter?
Well, you know, about what we expected. You had the Coyotes come out and be pretty dominant on both sides of the ball. Mayfield had a great drive, though. They marched right down the field, all the way down to the 1, but that's where the drive stalled. And Roswell scores 2 plays later on the 96 yard?
96 and then 17.
So, yeah, it's disheartening for them. And now they're looking at 2nd down and 9, pretty deep in their own territory. So this is a chance for this defense to get Mayfield off the field and try to maybe put this game away early.
All right, we're just seconds away from the start of the second quarter. Ochoa, the quarterback, shotgun left here for Mayfield. Ochoa waits the snap. Quick pass to the right side, and in trouble, but Coach might get one.
Yeah, nice play by Isaiah Aranda. Stayed with him, sniffed the play out, stayed with his man. And now 3rd and about 7, maybe a short 8. And here's that opportunity. There'll be no line it up for a quick kick if they don't get the first down here.
All right, 3rd down and 7. Yeah, Miguel Dominguez at the bottom of your screen. Here comes the Mayfield Trojans, and will take a shot down the field, and it will be a 1st down. And it's going to be caught by Keon Thompson. And there's going to be a flag, and that might be on the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, potentially a face mask there, I would think.
All right, so we'll wait for the officials to have their discussion.
Again, a nice ball by Ochoa. Good route by Thompson. And a good job escaping the initial tackle. I just think maybe that tackler might have got the face mask.
All right, I have an update. Leventon 32, Deming 6.
A lot of discussion on this call.
Farmington 7, Rio Rancho 6. Nimi all tied up at 7 with Redoso in the first. All tied up in Artesia, 7-7, Goddard and Artesia.
All right, let's see what the White Hat says. Oh.
That's going to be on. Face mask on the Coyotes, and then on the Trojans. Is it unsportsmanlike? Two separate flags, so they're offsetting.
Yeah, they're offsetting penalties. I was just trying to see what the penalty on Mayfield was. I'm not sure what he indicated there.
All we do know is that there was a face mask on the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, that was the call on Roswell, but I'm not sure what the call on Mayfield was.
And I don't know if it was a... I didn't see the indication. I didn't see the call on Mayfield. Did you? All right. Although it is going to be offsetting, we'll bring up 3rd down and 7. All right, so repeating 3rd down with 11:08 left here in the first half. Ochoa was going to... No, it's not Ochoa, Coach, is it?
It is.
Is it Ochoa? Okay. Well, Ochoa will get a touchdown pass. And it's going to be a touchdown for Mayfield.
You know what? Did Ochoa catch that pass?
Well, I didn't see Ochoa. Ochoa, I thought it was number 48 that was throwing for Mayfield.
I think Ochoa may have caught the pass.
That's
Coach.
what it looked like. And Ochoa showed the speed.
Well, he has shown that.
All right, so, Coach, we're going to have to go back to film there and take a look at that. But regardless, the Mayfield Trojans are on the board. And the point after touchdown is good. So, 21-7 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes, but we're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Stock FM, Coyote football. We'll be right back.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Back to the Wool Bowl. The Mayfield Trojans get on the board, and we're trying to get confirmation from the quarterback position and the receiver position. It almost looked like Ochoa might have been at the receiver position, but we're going to review that and get that to you here in just a moment. All right, so kicking for Mayfield will be Ryan Chavez. As the Mayfield Trojans now will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right side. And there's going to be the kick, and it's going to be returnable. Coach, that's going to be Isaac Gonzalez. No, it's going to be Colby Sanchez. Isaac's, I think he was out this week. Is that correct?
Oh, he might be. That might be why Anaya was.
Yeah, so Isaac Gonzalez, if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on this, we'll get confirmation, but I think he went into protocol last week.
Okay.
Just, I think they're taking precaution on that, if I'm not mistaken, but you're right. It was number 5, Colby Sanchez, with the return, and now the Coyotes will take over midfield.
About 25 yards on that return.
So, okay.
So we're about to get confirmation on the previous touchdown.
All right, so the Coyotes will take over 1st and 10 from midfield. 21-7 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 10:47 left. And here is Luke Lynn in pistol formation. Lynn will take a shot to the right side in the flat area, and there's
what a move!
Colby Sanchez, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
50 yards on the button.
So 50-yard touchdown pass, Lynn to Sanchez. And it's 27-7. And the Roswell Coyotes getting ready for the extra point.
What a great move, spin move after making that catch by Colby Sanchez.
All right, so Benjamin Vera awaits the snap, and it's good. Coyotes up by 21. Score is 28-7. We're here in the second quarter with 10:36 left in the first half. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, we are back. 50-yard touchdown pass from Lynn to Colby Sanchez. And the Coyotes lead by 21. Coach, you want to confirm that last or previous play before the touchdown?
Yeah, our producer on the spot, as always, Tanner Todd. We don't know who threw it except the player's number. His number 48 lined up as the quarterback and actually threw to the quarterback, Xavier Ochoa, who took that ball the distance. And, we went back and watched it on KSVPTV.com, and it's what a great-looking pass that was. And, Coach Lynn told me before the game that Coach Bradley said he's starting like 3 or 4 freshmen tonight, and it's not because he wants to. Probably
because he has to.
That young man right there, probably number 48, was not even. That's probably a JV player.
Well,
maybe a JV quarterback.
Coach, I'm going to tell you what. Whoever it was done well. And you're right. Ochoa went from quarterback to the receiver position and nicely executed. But what was nicely also executed was the pass from Lynn to Colby Sanchez for another touchdown. And now there's going to be a fair catch at the 34-yard line, and the Mayfield Trojans will take over.
Yeah, you got to be careful. He called for that fair catch pretty late, and
yes, sir.
That's a good way to get yourself hurt sometimes, but it's the right thing to do in that situation. Anytime they pop one up and you're sure you can get under it, you need a fair catch. Even probably if you can't get under it, you need to call for a fair catch in that situation.
Well, for sure, quicker.
But quicker, yeah.
All right, so 1st and 10 from the 35. Confirmed. 4-man front for Roswell. Defensively, let's see if Ochoa will hand it off. It's going to be, no, it's not going to be Ochoa, Coach. I think it's more of that Wildcat action again. I think that's Marcus Castillo.
Yeah, there was no exchange. It was just that Wildcat formation. So Coach Bradley pulling out all the wrinkles. Because Ochoa's out there. He was out there on the play. He just didn't receive the snap.
All right, so number 38 will exit the game.
You better watch for 48 when he's in the game.
Well, and I'm looking at that quarterback position, Coach, and
this time it's Ochoa.
It is going to be Ochoa changing the play at the line, shotgun right, and they're gonna
tried to draw him off and call timeout.
All right, we'll take one too. We'll be right back. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
We are back. Mayfield Trojans take their first time out in the first half. 36. And, Coach, probably a wise timeout for Mayfield, but tell you what, Coyotes offensively, man, looking pretty good. Lynn looking sharp, although there have been 3 drop passes in that first quarter.
Yeah, that's something they have got to get figured out before the playoffs start. I mean, they've got a tough game next week with the rivalry with Goddard. Probably can't afford too many drops in that game.
Well, exactly.
You know, and then they're almost for sure looking at a bye after that. But, you know, that's something that has to be addressed and has to be addressed sooner rather than later.
Well, that could determine a second or a third spot. You know what I mean? Yeah. It really could be. And we'll see what happens. I know they had the Goddard Rockets at the number 4 spot. And Goddard, 6-2 overall on the year, received 96 first-place votes, or actually 96
total votes.
Total votes, yeah. There you go. And then Roswell with 124 total votes, and then total votes for Artesia, 140. 2nd and 9 for the Mayfield Trojans. Coach Bradley called the timeout, and that one's going to be just a quarterback. Well, it's going to be that Wildcat again with Marcus Castillo, the 5'8" senior. They actually have him down to Max Preps as a cornerback and a wide receiver, but also getting those reps running the ball as well.
Well, and technically he's the quarterback in that situation. I mean,
right.
That's, you know, people call it Wildcat, but I mean,
quarterback.
He's the quarterback on that play. And I think he's out there again.
Well, it's going to be 3rd down and 3, so 3rd and short from the 42. 9:07 left in the first half. Coyotes lead 28-7. And there it is again. And this time, we'll go nowhere.
Yeah, even backwards. And I'm going to give that one to Cannon Ramage. And I'm going to say another tackle for loss. So that's 2 on the night already for Cannon.
All right, decision-making time for Coach Bradley, 4th and 4. Let's see if he'll put Ochoa now at the quarterback position.
Well, he should. And Roswell should have somebody back. Unless they wanted to roll down to the goal line again.
Well, now here's a question. Will the Roswell Coyotes bring the house on 4th down? That's what you have to be careful with, because now you have number 2 in the ball game, and he is at quarterback again now. So I wonder if there was just a change at quarterback, or they said, hey, let's give it a chance here and see what happens. They're going to try to draw the Roswell Coyotes off sides, and this time they don't.
Well, they barely got the timeout called.
And another timeout taken by the Mayfield Trojans. All right, Coyotes lead 28-7. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by
Back to the World Bowl. Coyotes lead 28-7. Mayfield takes their 2nd timeout of this half. And, trying to draw the Roswell Coyotes offside. So it's decision-making time for Gary Bradley and his Mayfield Trojans, 4th and 4.
Well, I don't think there's any question that you got to punt this away. You can't go down 4 scores going in. Or potentially more. I mean, there's eight minutes left here in the second quarter. I think you got to punt this one away. But now Anaya's back, but he's not back far enough.
And now the Roswell Coyotes will take a timeout. Coach, let's stay right here, talk a little football here. Maybe you can give us an update on the World Series as well. Excuse me.
Well, I can. Bottom of the 5th, no outs, still 2-2. Snell still in the game after giving up those 2 RBI singles. And bottom of the 5th in Toronto, so home team batting. And then around the league, around the state, I should say, I still have 7-7 for a second quarter score from the Bulldog Bowl, Artesia and Goddard. That's the one we're mostly keeping an eye on. And then we have Lovington 32-6 over Deming. No change in that score since the last update. Sorry, 39-6. So right as we say it.
Quick update there. Okay. Well, Coach, here at the Woodville, 28-7 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. So timeout taken by Mayfield. And then Mayfield gets set up. Roswell takes a timeout. And now at the quarterback position, looks like it's going to be Xavier Ochoa. So that's telling me that the Mayfield Trojans will probably end up punting.
Well, if he likes what he sees, he may have the decision. No, he's going to quick kick it again. And once again, the Coyotes have nobody back. And once again, ball's going to roll inside the 15.
I'm not sure why okay, well, it is what it is. I just didn't understand why we don't have anybody back there.
Well, because it's also not the cover team, you know? I mean, I think it's an opportunity. And I has already run one back against the cover team.
Right.
I mean, what can he do against just the regular offensive linemen and, you know, receivers out there? I mean, come on. Let's get a guy back there.
All right, so Coyotes will take over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Now, it hasn't hurt the Roswell Coyotes as of yet, but
well,
because they
scored. They scored 94-yard touchdown, but that's not going to happen every time. Now they got to go 85 yards here to score again.
And look at that. Now it's going to be an interception. And now the Mayfield Trojans will score.
Wow. How about that?
That's why you have somebody down there.
I've never seen that play intercepted before. That little forward pitch. Is that what they were running?
It was a forward pitch, fumble. You want to rule it as a fumble or as a interception? It's an interception.
An interception.
That's what I think.
You have to call it an interception because you have to call it a pass. Because there's no forward laterals. Even though he's pitching it, that's a pass. And the only person to catch it before it hit the ground was the defender. So that's an interception. Just the second of the year and a crazy way to get one. But it's an interception nonetheless.
All right, now the score's 28-13, and now my prediction is out the window, and your prediction is probably getting close to spot on.
Well, a lot of football to be played.
A lot of football. All right, so now somebody's trotting off the field. Let's see if they're going to try to go for 2. They're not. They're trying to get personnel situated with 2 seconds. 1 second, there's a snap, and that's going to be up. And the point after touchdown is good. So the score now is 28-14. We're going to take a break. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Injury, surgery, or illness can set you back, but you don't have to recover alone. At Artesia General Hospital, our rehabilitation services team provides physical, occupational, and speech therapy to help you regain strength, mobility, and confidence. Take the next step toward recovery. Call 575-736-8174 today to schedule an appointment and get back to living life to the fullest.
We are back. 28-14 is the score in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. Coach, I'm just kind of reflecting on that last play. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
No, a lot of teams run that play, that little pitch forward. It is considered a pass.
Yep.
And because it was tipped up in the air and never went to the ground, it's an interception.
All right, so the Mayfield Trojans, I think they'll try to do an onside kick. Now they're just within 2 touchdowns now.
Well, they certainly could, but again, there's a lot of time left here in the second quarter, so really anything's on the table here. Yeah, and they're offsides on the fake onside kick, and called appropriately.
Actually, is that correct?
Yeah.
I was saying Los Angeles. It's Toronto.
It's in Toronto, yeah. Toronto's the home team.
Toronto is the home team. I was over here saying Los Angeles. I meant to say Toronto. Because you really want to win it in Los Angeles is what I'm saying. Because it's going to be 2-3-2, right?
I'm not sure if it's 2-3-2. But I believe it is.
I think so. All right. So Mayfield set to kick. first quarter went by pretty quick, and the second quarter is really just dragging.
Mayfield stays onside this time. And is that Lujan deep?
It is. It appears to be Lujan.
Oh, and they try a regular onside kick, and they might get it.
And Mayfield.
No, Roswell got on it.
I told you there's that onside kick.
I'll tell you who did. It's Pat Tadine, who's doing the dirty work tonight. Nicely done. That's his second kickoff return. For one, a fair catch, and then a recovering of an onside kick. So he's been busy in the kicking game. A lot busier than linebackers typically are.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes from the Mayfield 44.
Oh, look for a shot here.
Yes, sir. Here it comes.
A shot. Nope.
Let me hand it off to Nathaniel Lujan with the speed. And finally brought down at the 24-yard line. So hit the hole, and boy, he accelerated.
21 yards for Lujan, who scored on a 17-yard run the last time he touched the ball.
All right, so from the 23, Lynn trots over to the huddle. Coach, you know, we were talking about Luke Lynn, how he was about 6'2" or so, but now we said maybe he's growing so much, maybe 6'3". Well, you found out some different information. He's closer to 6'4".
Yeah, he told me today pregame that he's actually closer to 6'4" than 6'3", but technically not quite.
Lujan inside the 5-yard line.
About 19.
And might as well just feed him again to see what happens. Tell you what.
Well, you never want to be predictable, but, you know, as a play caller, you want to try to get him the ball so he can go ahead and score after he's had those.
The last 2 jobs he's done.
Yeah,
I mean, 2 rushes has been great.
Half the field in the last 2 rushes, but.
And really has shown the speed as well. So let's see. There's that same play. And now Coyotes will be in for the touchdown, and that's going to be Noah Estrada from 4 yards out. Touchdown, Coyotes. So Lynn to Estrada. And now the score is 34-14. And they're going to say, you know what? We didn't do a very good job on our end, but let's try it on their end. And this time it worked for a touchdown.
Well, you can understand why they want to see that play be successful after what happened with it last time.
All right, so the point after touchdown is up and good. So 35, Mayfield 14. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
Now lead 35-14 with 7 minutes left in the first half. Trying to get you some scores and updates around the state. Levitton 39, Deming 12. Rio Rancho 26 and the Farmington Scorpions 7. Nimi ahead by 1 in the second quarter, 21-20. I believe there's an update in Artesia. 14-7 is what you saw, is that correct?
I didn't see that score yet.
Oh, okay. I'm looking here at Max Preps. It does have Goddard and Artesia tied at halftime.
At 7?
At 7. All right, there's the kick, and it's going to be returnable. And look at that. Nathaniel Lujan gets the touchdown. Well, actually, does the work offensively, but now he gets the tackle.
Yeah, Jaden Garcia again as well involved there.
No, these are updating pretty quickly. So they have Roswell 35-14. They're updating this pretty soundly here, Coach.
Well, I'm shocked at the score from the Bulldog Bowl. I mean, and nothing against Goddard.
No.
Just saying, I'm shocked.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans. And just a lot of football to be played here in this first half, Coach.
Yeah, they could get to the 40s before halftime without a whole lot of trouble.
All right, at the quarterback position. I'm going to switch there, Coach, and it's going to be handed off. But the quarterback was not Ochoa this time. It was Marcus Castillo.
Yeah, and he handed it off. I mean, he didn't run it himself. So that's.
All right, so Patrick Tarin will get credit for the tackles, what they're saying. And now it's going to be no gain for Mayfield, so 2nd and 10. Ochoa in the quarterback position, but let's see if there's a switch and where the snap goes to. Ochoa will hand it off.
Yeah, but nothing doing. That time it was Cannon Ramage.
And Coyotes, nice to see the Coyotes get a turnover here, stop with 4 downs or so and then get in the end zone. That'd be really nice to see for the Roswell Coyotes. But right now the score is 35-14.
Well, Mayfield hasn't been able to stop the Coyotes except for the first possession of the ball game. I think the Coyotes have scored on every other possession. Well, they had a turnover, but.
All right, they're going to take a shot down there. Good defense.
Yeah, great defense. Just running right with him. It's David Frescas. Keon Thompson could not get any separation. And now, Coach, look here. They're going to put Nicholas Anaya back, no matter how they line up.
Well, if they can get a return here, Coach, that'd be really nice to see.
Well, of course, Nick's already got one.
Well, 4th and 9.
And what's crazy is he wouldn't have even been out there.
From the 21, though.
If Gonzalez.
All right, the personal protector. All right, so this could.
Ooh. I wonder if.
They're going to re-kick that?
No, I wonder if he maybe got a piece of it.
Oh, maybe.
Because it sure went sideways. No return.
So the 46, they're going to say it's going to be 1, 2. Not sure what they're doing. Okay, the Coyotes will take over at the 40-yard line, and so the Coyotes will take over 1st down and 10.
About a 38-yard punt, no return off the side of the foot, I guess, unless they did get a piece. It was also moving in the air. Funny.
Well, I was looking at Nick Anaya to see how that was going to turn out, but look at that dump pass in the flat. Noah Estrada will be about the 49-yard line, taken out of bounds by Derek Sines. So they're going to say a gain of 8, maybe 9.
Second catch of the ball game for Estrada. His first one was a 4-yard touchdown.
All right, Nathaniel Lujan in the backfield. Yeah, look at Luke Lynn. He is every bit of 6'4". All right, got motion, and this time it's going to be tossed to Allen Ingram. And Ingram will go nowhere.
Yeah, maybe lost a yard.
Coach, I'm not a big fan of that play as of yet.
Well, they have an interception on it. They have a touchdown on it. Now they've got a reception for a loss on it.
All right, so now it's 3rd down and 3. Here's the thing, Coach. I wouldn't be scared to take a shot down here.
Well, you got to think you're going.
There it is. There's a catch by number 5, Colby Sanchez, at the 24-yard line. I love it. I love the play call right there. And I would have been opposed to throwing it all the way downfield to take a shot, but it'll work, and it will be another first down for the Roswell Coyotes.
Yeah, 34 yards. And just perfectly executed, and Sanchez with the grab and go. And now with 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter, Coyotes looking to add to their 35-14 lead.
All right, in the backfield for Roswell. Coach, that might be Hoover in the backfield this time. I'm not.
Yeah, I believe it is.
It looks different there.
And the carry with Hoover.
Yeah, Hoover now has the ball at the 20-yard line, 10-yard line, and finally brought down about the 7-yard line. So the Coyotes inside the 10. So good hard run by Hoover.
Going to give him 17 yards on that one.
Yeah, good hard run by Logan Hoover.
Well, now we're going to get Diego Sanchez in the game.
All right, also I see number 4, which is Olin Ingram. Hoover still in the backfield. Lynn will go under center. Will more than likely have motion with this offense. There's the motion. And Hoover with the ball. And he's going to be close.
Down to the 2, maybe?
Yeah, we'll call it the 2nd and 2 from the 2. Clock will continue to run with 3:07 left in the first half. And, Coach, thinking that might happen again.
Well, I mean, they can line up that exact same way.
Or you might get another quarterback sneak here.
Right. You could sneak, or you could roll Lynn out. You could fake the handoff to Hoover and have Lynn roll out to the left.
Well, I'd like to see Hoover get in there, especially with the last 2 rushes, and let's see what happens with the motion. And Hoover. Oh, there's going to be a flag.
It's offsides, though. It's going to be half the distance. So that makes it easier, the old 1-yard penalty.
If you call it a yard, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the ball more than likely will be going to Hoover here, 2nd and about 1.
I think it's probably just Lynn.
Well, there's Hoover! Touchdown, Coyotes! So Logan Hoover from a yard out, touchdown. And now the Coyotes lead 41-14. And we're still here in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left. Benjamin Vera gets ready to kick this extra point.
He's getting a workout on extra points and kickoffs tonight.
Well, it's good. So the Coyotes now lead 42-14. We're going to take a break. Thank you for listening and watching. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
We are back. So Hoover from 1 yard out will make the score 42-14. And Coach, I know you wanted to do that conga.
Oh yeah. Well, I'd live to conga.
All right.
But I do appreciate the good music on the public address.
Yeah, just showing your age, partner. That's all you're doing, man. All right, 42-14 from the Wool Bowl. And, Coach, nothing really different from around the state. I know you and I will be back on the air tomorrow at 2 o'clock with college football. New Mexico Military Institute Bronco will be taking on Trinity Valley.
Correct, from Athens, Texas.
From Athens, Texas, and then will take place here at the Wool Bowl at 2 p.m. Pregame about 1:40. All right, and Benjamin Vera will be set to kick. And, Coach, I'm thinking he's probably going to kick it deep here when you're up 42-14 with 2:29 left in the first half.
Well, you don't want to give him a chance to score on a short field, so yeah, I'll be shocked if he doesn't send this one about as deep as he can.
And he does just that. And so it's going to be returnable from the 10. And it'll be nice to see if the Roswell Coyotes, if they can get an opportunity to score one more time, will be great. But I'm sure Gary Bradley will just run the clock out with 2:21 left here in the first half.
Well, I know he'd like to, but the way you do that is you run the ball until it gets down, I would say, inside a minute, and then take your shots. But
well, then I'm going to call this. I'm going to call it a turnover coming up.
All right.
Let's see what happens, Coach.
I'm going to call 3 and out.
So you're saying the Coyotes will...
Might have to use timeouts, but I think this will be 2 running plays, and we'll see if Coach Lynn opts to stop the clock.
Let me rephrase this, Coach. I didn't say on second down or third down. I just said it's going to happen with a turnover.
Oh, okay.
There you go. All right, here you go now. There's going to be the quick screen, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Stopping the clock.
Ochoa.
And a flag.
So there wasn't any other predictions about this game, huh, that you saw?
No, I didn't see any. So I think it's offsides. And I'll tell you what, you might decline this, yeah. Give yourself a chance to get the ball back. Well, I take it back. You've only got 2 of your timeouts left.
Yes, because...
but now you've got enough to get the ball back if they don't get a first down.
Yeah, Mayfield only with 1 timeout left.
Yeah, they're not going to stop the clock for any reason unless they get down there closer.
Right. All right, so second down and 10 for Mayfield. And there's the snap and the handoff. And we'll go nowhere. So, Coach, when do you think you'll stop the clock with third down and 10? Third and 9, actually.
I would go ahead and do it now, but I guess he's going to let it run down. Maybe that's a sportsmanship move, and maybe it's something else. But he's just going to let it tick down. And now, if I'm Mayfield, I'll let it go all the way down to 1 before I snap it.
Well, there's 15 seconds left on the field clock. So here it is. Let's see what happens here with a third and 9 from the 33 right hash is Mayfield. Ochoa gonna try to throw it in trouble, run up to the right side, and just throws it away, and almost picked off by number 3.
Yeah, that's Anaya. Threw it right into his lap. But
there's a flag, though, Coach, so might be on the Roswell Coyotes here.
Well, any 10-yard penalty would get you a first down.
And
they just pick it up? No.
Holding on Roswell.
But that's an automatic first down.
Right.
Just 5 yards. Well, that's a 10-yard penalty.
Okay, so yes, it will be a holding call, 10-yard penalty for Mayfield, so it'll be first and 10. So Mayfield will probably just run this ball till it expires. And I'm talking about the clock. Motion for Mayfield. And there's going to be the pass, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I don't think they're...
I don't get that.
Well, I mean, you still want to be competing in this game. They've got to throw the ball. I'm fine with them throwing the ball down the field, especially now that we're close to a minute. Now you can punt if you have to, and then you make Roswell go down the field in less than a minute. So I think you need to be taking shots here.
Well, you might be right, Coach, and more than likely are right, but I'm just you're down 42-14. I understand your point.
Yeah, otherwise it just kind of seems like you're giving up.
But in this situation here, I just think that I'm just feeling a turnover here. Second and 10 now for Mayfield. And there is Ochoa rolling out to the left side and will just take it himself. And now
he's good. He's good.
that's going to be another first down, and now the clock will stop momentarily.
Yeah, and that's why.
And there's Ochoa now limping.
And that's why Coach Lynn didn't call his timeout over here when I said he should have. And that's why he's the Hall of Famer coach and I'm not.
That's well, that's a good point.
Fireworks going on over there, pardon?
Yeah, I saw that over to the southeast side. A lot of fireworks going on.
Not sure what the occasion is.
Who knows? First down and 10, under 60 seconds now. And there is going to be the rollout to the right side. Ochoa will just dump it over, has a man open, and that's going to be caught by Ryan Chavez for Mayfield. And so now Mayfield will have another first down. But, Coach, there's a flag on the play. And that might result in a hold. No.
It's an illegal man downfield. So that one will come back.
Okay, so 37.9 seconds left. Coyotes with the lead, 42-14. And I have 8:20.
And now with 37.9 seconds and first down, I mean, take your shots.
Yeah,
just throw the ball down the field.
Now you have a chance to do that. I just think Mayfield, I just think they do a lot better job running. I just do. I mean, I get it.
No, I understand that, but you're not going to run it in from here in 37 seconds. So I think if you want to get back in the ball game.
Here's the thing that Coach, we haven't seen any speed option. We haven't seen any option of any sort here. And so, I think maybe in the second half, I think that might happen. But here's Ochoa is going to throw over to the right side. And I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to go to the flat area, trying to go out, try to get out of bounds to stop the clock. But, Coach, it's second down and 15 with 32.8. I mean, I get what you're saying. You don't want to look like you're giving up, and I know that for a fact. I just really feel you take your hits right now and just go into halftime 42-14. But that's me. I mean, you don't want to get anybody hurt. You already have Ochoa limping on the field. There's a quick, there's the snap was okay, but it was a quick pass. And see right there, that's what could get a quarterback hurt right there.
Well, and he is coming off an injury.
Yes. But, Coach, they have one last play, and I think the quarter will expire.
Well, they're going to have to call a timeout to keep it from it. But I think Coach Bradley will. He'll run it down to 1 second and then throw it.
No, I think they expire. Maybe they will.
Wow.
Yep. All right, so that will end the half with the Mayfield Trojans and the Roswell Coyotes here in the district contest, but the Coyotes do lead 42-14. Going back here in just a moment, KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
If you want to...
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. From
Professional grade
All right, we are back. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Stock FM. And, Coach, you'll have one last play.
One last play. Apparently, Coach Bradley did call the timeout, and they're going to say with 3 seconds left. So,
all right, well, let's see what happens here. So you're going to have number 10, Ochoa, is going to take the snap and throw it downfield. You called it, Coach.
and now they're going to go trips if they get set.
So
Plenty of time.
Trips to the top of your screen. Ochoa, the quarterback. He's going to... See, that doesn't make a bit of sense to me.
No.
You're going to throw it into the flat area for one play. If you're going to do
they have
this...
some kind of pitch on or
and
something.
look, that's what happens. Now you have an injury in the field. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment. We'll talk some statistics and watch the Big Red Band. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com.
If you want to install a...
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true. Trusted.
Tried, true, trusted. Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Back to KSVPTV.com. Here at the Wool Bowl, Kyle's new lead, 42-14. Coach, I think what we'll do is pause for the Big Red Band as they're performing the halftime show, and then we'll go over some statistics. How do you feel about that?
Sounds good, partner.
All right, we'll be right back.
Return makers for tonight, senior Erica Trujillo, juniors Valentina Ruiz and Justin Torres. Is your band ready? Cows High School fans. Staff includes Head Director Dr. Daniel Gomez, Assistant Director Dr. Joseph Waters, Assistant Director Mrs. Ruth McLean, Percussion Tech Mark Sala.
Hey guys, Aaron Dishman, your general sales manager down here at Roswell Ford. Check it out, we're in the fourth quarter. That means Ford is pushing the incentives hard. Guys, right now, get 3.9% financing for 72 months and up to $7,500 off the MSRP on a brand new 2025 F-150. Come down, take a look here at Roswell Ford, and let us hook you up today.
Score game-winning deals only at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main in Roswell. Make your mark at Media Sales. Pecos Valley Broadcasting and KSVP TV are now hiring account executives in the Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia area. For a list of opportunities and a chance to join our sales team, log on to pvbcradio.com and apply today.
Online at RoswellFord.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Find them online at BobReedPestControl.com or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation. Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
John Deere Compact Tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Coyotes with a comfortable lead, 42-14, as teams will be coming out. But, Coach, you probably have some statistics you want to talk about.
Sure do. Start with special teams. Ben Vera, a perfect 6 for 6 for extra points. Nick Anaya with one punt of 40 yards. Nick Anaya also had a punt return of 55 yards for the touchdown. had 2 kickoff returns. There were 3. A 25-yard return by Colby Sanchez and Pat Tarin with a fair catch of a kickoff and a recovered onside kick. Moving to the defense, Coyotes with unofficially 25 tackles in the half, led by Cannon Ramage with 4, and 2 of those were for a loss. David Gowman, 2. One of those was for a loss. Isaiah Ronda had 3, as did Joaquin Bolaños. Nick Anaya with a pass defense and 2 tackles in the first half. Pat Tarin with 2 tackles. Faustino Tarin and Jadrian Garcia, along with Daniel Borrego, also with 2 tackles each. Borrego had 1 for a loss. Rendon Duran, Jake Amador, Nathaniel Lujan, each with 1 tackle in the first half. Moving to the offensive side of the football, Coyotes with 213 yards on the ground in the first half. Luke Lynn with 1 carry for 3 yards. Luis Rodriguez, 2 carries for 107 yards, including the 96-yard touchdown. Nathaniel Lujan, 3 carries for 57 yards with the touchdown. Logan Hoover, 3 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. And Allen Ingram, 1 carry for 23 yards. Luke Lynn was 8 of 12 for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Of those 4 incompletions, he had 3 drops and an interception. And it was kind of a freak interception.
Yeah, kind of different.
Receiving for the Coyotes, it was Noah Estrada, 2 catches for 12 yards and a touchdown. Allen Ingram, 3 catches for 23 yards. And Colby Sanchez, 3 carries, 116 yards, and a touchdown. That's it for stats, partner.
All right. Once again, the Roswell Coyotes with the lead, 42-14, and about 1:40 before the second half. Coach, any thoughts on that first half? Anything surprising you other than the Mayfield Trojans really throwing the ball?
Well, that was the biggest surprise I had with Mayfield was not only how much they threw the ball, but how well Xavier Ochoa threw the ball, and the backup quarterback, whatever his name is, who threw the long touchdown pass to Ochoa. So, he's really showed his ability to let it fly there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see more of it in the second half, but you just never know with Coach Bradley. You know, he obviously had a game plan for the first half where he was going to come out and do something that was probably, against the grain a little bit. But other than that, no. I mean, this is more points than I thought they'd score in the first half, as far as the Coyotes go. But I wouldn't be surprised if they shut Mayfield out here in the second half and get a couple, 2 or 3 more touchdowns themselves.
Does anything surprise you down at the Bulldog Bowl?
Absolutely. Artesia leads 10-7 in the third quarter. 3:18 remains. And Goddard with the football, although they are in their own territory. So, Goddard hanging tough in the Bulldog Bowl, and that is always saying something.
All right, we're just seconds away as Benjamin Avera is set to kick off here to start the third quarter. Coyotes with the lead 42-14, and there is the kick, and it will be returnable. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Coyotes have up their sleeve here in the third quarter.
Well, it will be the defense getting on the field first after the nice special teams tackle by who else? Number 24, Pat Tarin.
Yeah.
He's just kind of done it all today.
Yeah, Pat Tarin really doing his job, as you mentioned. He's playing in place of number 34, Jonathan Ellis. Ellis has been out the last couple of weeks. Kind of hope he starts feeling a little better, Coach.
Yeah, dealing with some health issues, but I talked to him today for a little while. And he would have loved to have gone out there and played today. He is in uniforms, does have the helmet on, but we're not going to see Jonathan Ellis today with this score.
1st and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans, and number 23, Nathaniel Benavides with the carry. And that there was a flag there for just a second, but no, it is not. Yeah, week 10 in New Mexico high school football. Coyotes will be back in action next week against the crosstown rivals, the Goddard Rockets. The Roswell Coyotes will be the visiting team next week. And you'll know this, Coach. There's that Wildcat action again, I think.
Uh-oh.
And there's the fumble, and now it's going to be Ochoa with the ball. And the Coyotes need to do a better job tackling.
Yeah. Well, he's hard to get down. I mean, he's very elusive. He's quick. He's not very big. And, you know, you see, like, with our running backs, sometimes it's just really hard to get him down. But I agree. They've got to do a better job of making a play like that a loss and make it 3rd down and long instead of 3rd down and manageable.
All right, so 3rd down and 6. Mayfield working from the right hash. I believe that's going to be Ochoa, and it is.
Oh, look at that. Out.
And will anybody catch him? No, they won't. And that's going to be a touchdown for Nathaniel Benavides.
Yeah, just a quick hitter.
It was a quick hitter, wasn't it?
Inside, just a little off tackle. And I don't know if the rush was set up to go in a different gap, if somebody was fooled in that second level with the linebackers, but that just can't happen right there.
Sure can't. So now the score is 42-20 in favor of the Roswell Coyotes, but an excellent run by Nathaniel Benavides. All right, the extra point will be kicked by Ryan Chavez. That's going to be up and good. We're going to take a break. KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model, you're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
All right, welcome back. Mayfield gets on the board again with a nice touchdown run by Nathaniel Benavides.
Yeah, about 65 yards. I mean, I'll tell you what, it's going to be plenty to work on.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of film work, and that's not the kind of thing that you want to have happen at this stage in the season. I mean, going into the big matchup next week, obviously the state tournament after that. Stuff to work on.
You know, another thing that I'm real surprised is the score for Major League Baseball. I'm really shocked.
You're shocked, huh?
Yeah. You're not surprised?
No. Actually, I'm surprised whenever anyone beats the Dodgers, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Well, they say the Dodgers should win it in 5, so get their win out of the way and get ready to rock and roll for tomorrow night. So here's the kick by the Mayfield Trojans, and the onside kick is going to be – it's kicked well, but it looked like it went out of bounds. Coach, was it even touched?
What? No, the Trojans recovered it.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. All right, so Mayfield will recover on the onside kick. Coach, that's just not good.
No, this is not what you want to have happening. And they're going to have to make adjustments on the fly. Joaquin Bolaños with a nice tackle there for a loss.
So 2nd down and 12. So nice job by Joaquin Bolaños. Do you have a score there? Artesia 16 now?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yep, they just scored. So 16-7 pending the extra point.
And they're in the third quarter still?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right at the end, about to go to the fourth.
Okay. All right. There's Ochoa going to throw to the right side, and a man open.
Wide open. Foose with the tackle. But, oh, no, he's still on his feet.
Well, it's going to be caught by Marcus Castillo. And the ball is loose is what the Coyotes are saying, but.
Yeah, they're going to say he's down.
Yep.
I believe it was Aranda who had to come and clean him up after Foose could not get him down. But this is discouraging for this Coyote defense, partner.
All right, so that's first down and 10 from the 19, and the Mayfield Trojans are threatening once again now, and it's going to have to get a lot better defensively. And there's going to be a timeout on the field by Mayfield?
No, it's delay again.
Oh, delay. The clock on the field clock expired, is what you're telling me.
See that sometimes on a long play. It just takes them too long to get down there and then too long to huddle up, too long to get the play in. So it's kind of a common time for that to happen. But if you're Mayfield, you know, you got a chance to get this to a 2-score game if you can get in the end zone quickly with plenty of time to get back in it.
Yeah, so first and 15 now, and here is Ochoa. Will hand it off, and I'm really surprised 21 points scored by the Mayfield Trojans. That's, Coach, looking at the roster here for Mayfield, they have scored 61 points. I'm sorry, they have on the win, they scored 43 points, 55 points, Santa Teresa and Deming. And then, of course, everything else has been a loss, but have scored 21, 28, 21. So it kind of seems like that might be the average, 21 points. So let's see what happens. And there's that fake. Ochoa in trouble, escapes trouble.
He's got good speed, hit hard by Bolaños, and then taken down by.
He might be hurt, Coach.
Oh, they're calling for the sideline right away.
Yeah, so there is the training unit. Coach, he was hit hard, and I'm going to tell you what, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
Was it Joaquin Bolaños or Borrego?
Well, it was Borrego who finished him off, but the big hit was put on by Joaquin Bolaños for sure. And now Ochoa is up and coming off the field. He'll have to come off for one play. He appears to be, well, he is holding an arm, isn't he?
Looks like the right wrist.
Yeah, so it's an upper body injury. He was already banged up lower body. I believe it was the knee. But the way they're acting, I'm not expecting to see any more of Ochoa tonight.
Well, he is off to the sideline, and I think you're right. All right, so let's see who will be at quarterback now.
It's the mystery man, number 48.
Not sure.
No. Could be it. Like I said, could be a freshman. Oh, boy.
And this is where it could get real ugly now.
The wheels fall off?
That's exactly right, because now there's another injury for Mayfield. And this time,
Faustino Tarin.
Nathaniel Benavides, the starting running back. We're going to take another break. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
All right, welcome back, KSVPTV.com. And it looks like there's a Benavides that's injured. Everything seems to be okay, so now he has to come out for at least one play. All right, 4th down and 9. I wonder if they realize it's 4th down and 9.
Oh, and on 4th and 9, you get a muff snap, a fumble. It's recovered by Mayfield, but it doesn't matter who it's recovered by because it's 4th down.
That's right.
So Marcus Castillo able to get on it, if it's even a play. Offsides on Roswell.
Offsides on Roswell?
Yeah, so they'll play 4th over again, so it's going to be 4th and about 4. So they dodge a bullet there, at least for the time being.
Well, we're still here in the 3rd quarter, and that surprised me down at the Bulldog Bowl that game's still, well, that game's already in the 4th.
Yep. 17-7 Artesia with a little under 11 minutes left. They just started the 4th. Got it with the football at their own 19-yard line. Down 10.
All right, the mystery quarterback rolls out to the right side, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, so they'll get the turnover anyway just to play later.
All right, so turnover on downs. Roswell Coyotes now will take over with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And I have approximately 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and we're halfway through the 3rd quarter.
I do have a score, 11-4 in favor of Toronto into the 7th. So Toronto putting on the LA Dodgers right now. Nice run. Is that Nathaniel Lujan or is that Rodriguez?
They've gone back to Rodriguez, but I'm not. Yep.
It is Rodriguez.
So he's going to pick up 7.
So 2nd down and 3 for Roswell, currently leading 40-21, 6:04 left here in the 3rd quarter. Lujan, and that's going to be Lynn over to number 4. Allen Ingram. Got all kinds of bugs up here. Flying gnats and bugs and everything up here.
4th catch of the game for Ingram. 4 catches for 31 yards. And they go quick.
1st and 10 for Roswell. And Derek Gomez calling the offense for the Roswell Coyotes.
And it looks like they maybe were trying to catch Mayfield off guard there. Instead, they're just going to get a little 2-yard carry from Rodriguez.
Yeah, I mean, how much faith does Coach Lynn have with Derek Gomez? I mean, he's calling the whole offense. Coach.
Yeah, no, he's completely let him have it. He did that last year as well with the championship team, and that's credit to Coach Gomez for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, 2nd down and 8. There's going to be that toss over. I believe that's Rodriguez again.
Yeah, and he's going to be close. Pin on the spot, maybe a yard short, half yard short.
Yeah, I'm thinking, well, it's going to be close. Let's see. To me, it looks like a yard short, but.
1st down?
They're going to call it a 1st down? They are. Yeah, 1st down and 10. Nice spot. Actually, I thought it was a generous spot.
Yeah. I thought maybe a little too generous.
All right, so it looks like originally I thought there was a timeout called on the field, but there's not. Colby Sanchez, top of your screen. Luke Lynn getting the offense set here.
Yeah, I had to yell over to Colby to make sure he knew what the play was. Colby wasn't in the huddle.
Motion here on this offense. And
got him to jump.
Logan Hoover with the ball.
Yeah, that's offsides on the defense.
I'm seeing Rodriguez over here. Sorry, Coach. I'm sorry for the pause. I'm just looking to see what Gomez is doing. He says, okay, wait a minute. Rodriguez is going to come back to the sideline here. So is Hoover. Now Lynn is going back to the huddle. We'll call the play. It's going to be 1st and 5.
1st and 5. What they sometimes do here, and they did it 2 weeks ago, is they line up here like they're going to run, and then they
take the shot.
Yeah, they throw up the seam to somebody.
And there's that toss over to Nathaniel Lujan. Lujan will get the first down and more, still on his feet. Crosses midfield into Trojan territory and finally brought down at the 43.
Flag thrown late. So we'll see if it stands.
So they're saying that's on Mayfield? Or are they communicating with the captain saying, what do you want? Let's see.
It's a 12-yard gain if it stays. But they still haven't said what's going on.
Do they know what's going on? So it's going to be on Roswell possibly now.
Well, both teams the teams don't even know. They're lined up there like they're going to go from here.
Sorry for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. There's discussion with the officials. Not sure what's going on here.
Now Gomez and Lynn have a chance to talk to. And what did they call? Oh, chop block.
Yeah, on the offense.
Maybe a hands to the face.
Are they calling it a personal foul?
Well, essentially it's going to be like a 3-yard penalty.
Yeah, so it's going to go back to first and about. Well, we call it first and about 9. So you're right, a 3-yard penalty. All that communication for 3 yards. Okay, here we go. So Luke Lynn's quarterback in pistol formation. And the explosion by Rodriguez.
I think it's Lujan.
Rodriguez.
You are right. So about 5 yards. You really can't tell who it is.
No, I'm telling you, they wear, 28 and 22 and have similar running styles, but
and they're similar size backs.
Yeah,
I mean they're both about the same size. They both run the same way.
To be real honest, the only way I knew that is because I saw them go in the game. So right now it's 2nd and 3, 3:31 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, one of them they need to buy him a pair of bright yellow shoes or something.
All right, so Rodriguez, look at that. Just explodes. Well, I'm telling you, this young man can run.
Ball's out. No, they're going to say down.
He's down first.
Yeah, they're saying down.
Yeah.
Look at this. Official on this end is calling that he was down. The official on that end is saying it's not Mayfield's will.
So now the White Hat saying, I'll make the call. It's going to be in favor of the Roswell Coyotes. 1st and 10 from the 42 right hash.
16 yards for Rodriguez on the play. Gets him at 145 on the night.
This seems very...
And now they're making a Coyote come off the field.
So I'm not sure what's going on.
So Isaiah Trujillo comes off. Josiah Al-Navaz will replace him for at least one play.
All right, 1st and 10. Here comes Luke Lynn. All right, there is...
Skipped it in there. Oh, Say caught it?
Oh, Coach. Well, I'll tell you what. Allen Ingram sold that out. I thought it hit the ground.
Boy, I sure thought it did too. But a gain of 5 for Allen Ingram. Must have scooped it, got his hands under it.
It sounded like I heard something from up here.
I heard those artificial noisemakers is all I heard.
Yeah, that's pretty loud. All right, 2nd and 5 now. Coyotes lead 42-21 with 2:34 left in the third quarter. And there's a handoff. No, quick pass and another drop pass.
Yeah, you know what? That one's high enough. I know we got 2 big paws up on it, but I'm not going to call that for sure a drop. You are.
I'm going to call it a drop because it hits the hands. You need to catch it. And so that's me.
All right. I'm going with you. I'll defer to you, partner.
All right, 3rd down and 5. And let's see if they'll get this play off. Yeah, they will. So this one here is Nathaniel Lujan. Nice contact and should have the first down.
Sure will. 8 yards for Nate. And that has been his shortest run of the day, 8 yards. He's got 4 carries for 65 yards and a touchdown.
Now, Luis Rodriguez and Lujan, look at them. I mean, very, very similar in height, size, weight, running styles, and they both run very similar.
Yeah, I think Nate's a little more inclined to try to go through you, but, yeah, they're just very similar backs.
All right, 1st and 10 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 3-man front defensively for Mayfield. And there's going to be a shot.
He's got him.
Touchdown! No, another drop pass for the Coyotes in the end zone.
Yeah, Colby Sanchez had his 2nd touchdown of the day right there on a pretty good ball from Lynn. I'm calling that one a drop too.
Sure was.
I mean, he had to extend, but I'm with you. I think if you get both hands on the football, it needs to be a catch.
And that's, I think, around 5 tonight, Coach.
After what was
3 in the first half.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how many they have. They had 7?
7 last week.
And that's 5 tonight.
All right, there's the roll around. Now it's going to be number 2, Rendon Duran, with his first carry of the evening. First down and more, and finally brought down at the 11-yard line.
How about 19 yards for Rendon Duran? And as you said, his first carry of the game. Just so many weapons.
So there's another first down for Roswell.
And now you see Logan Hoover go in the game, you think, now we're going to pound.
Well, you're right. I know what you're thinking, but here's where I think we're going to pass.
And we may.
I just think you got to try it. I mean, you're going to have motion here from this formation, but I think you give Colby Sanchez a chance again, and there's offsides. Look at that, Coach. They're going to hand that off over to Hoover, as you mentioned.
Well, I think the reason you do that here, and maybe what Coach Gomez is thinking, they've already taken 4 minutes with this drive, 3.5, 4 minutes. If they can take another minute and a half,
yeah,
that's great. You know, it's not going to be a situation where we have mercy rule or anything like that. We thought that early on, but you know, some miscues by the defense has allowed, well, one by the offense with the interception at your own 5, but yeah, it's not going to be a mercy rule situation, so let's just keep the clock going.
1st and 5, and there's going to be the handoff to number 4, Allen Ingram. Just the old trap.
Yeah, you're going to lose too.
So now it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Should get one play off at least.
Well, if it's not incomplete or a touchdown, this should be the last play of the quarter.
Yep.
Or a penalty.
All right, now you have Luis Rodriguez in the background, and it's going to be handed off, and Rodriguez is going to be close, and it might be down at the 1-yard line. So you just let it close it out and get ready for the fourth quarter.
And switch the field 99 yards this way.
The other way to the north side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Coyotes do lead 42-21. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
We are back. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell Stock FM. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald live from the Wool Bowl as the third quarter expires. Coyotes with a comfortable lead, 42-21, and threatening once again from the 1-yard line. And, Coach, I think you just go ahead and call it quarterback sneak, or let's see who's in there. You have Logan Hoover. Why not?
Well, I mean, I always like to go quarterback sneak here when you have a quarterback the size of Lynn, as Lynn is headbutting his teammates there to get them pumped up for this play. Just because I don't like the exchange. Yeah, you don't need another exchange when you've got someone as big as Luke Lynn here, and he's pumping them up like he's going to take
he's
this
getting
himself.
it right now.
Yeah.
He's going in, and that's going to be an easy touchdown for Luke Lynn from 1 yard out. Coach, we call that pretty easily. So here's the thing. Here's the situation. The Coyotes 48, Mayfield 21. But, Coach, the Roswell Coyotes were shut out in the third quarter.
They were. Only took one play, but and that's not a great quarter for Roswell. In fact, it's their lowest scoring quarter. They averaged 6.5 points in the third quarter on the season. The second quarter is the big quarter, and tonight, that was the case as well.
All right, the point after touchdown is good. The score now is 49-21. Take another break. Roswell football. KSVPTV.com. 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
Luke Lynn from 1 yard out. And point after touchdown from Vera is up and good, 49-21. Kyle scoreless in the third, but get on the board in the fourth. See what happens here defensively for the Roswell Coyotes. Average, I was looking at the stuff on Max Preps. 21 points is about close to average for the Mayfield Trojans. But here's what I like to see here is the Roswell Coyotes really just close this game out and do what they're supposed to do. Go back to work tomorrow, watch a little film, get a good preparation, have great practice, and then get ready for next week. The crosstown rival, God of Rockets. It's going to be a sold-out crowd, packed house. The Roswell Coyotes will be the visiting team next week. But, as you mentioned, Coach, they're playing, the God of Rockets are playing Artesia in the Bulldog Bowl and currently losing 24-13.
5:41 remaining. We're on a little bit of a delay there.
Well,
but Goddard giving them all they can handle, partner.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
There's the pop-up. Nobody calls for the...
And Roswell has the ball.
They can't advance it, but they will get possession. Shane McMath with the kick recovery.
That was nice. That was a nice pop-up. All right, so the Roswell Coyotes will take over at the 41, 2, and 3. So 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line.
And, Coach, it's going to be Nathaniel Lujan in the backfield to start things off. So we won't get confused here.
Yeah, it's hard to believe. He's a senior already. Nathaniel Lujan, number 22. Remember when he was just a freshman doing his job as a freshman, and now he's a senior here and playing in the 10th week of New Mexico high school football. Here's Luke Lynn in trouble, rolling out to the left side, rolling out to the right side.
Don't take another one.
And he's just going to throw that away. And
yeah, he had Rendon Duran in the area, so that's...
Yeah, I was looking here on the west side. Did you see something on the east?
No, because I didn't think he could be able to see anything over there because of the way he was being pressured. But much better job there than his first play of the offense play of the game, where he took the big sack and which eventually led to the 3-and-out to start the game. So
yeah, I agree with you, Coach.
So Luke getting better.
Yeah. Growth, Coach.
Absolutely. Nothing replaces game experience.
Growth. Here we go. 2nd and 10 for Roswell, working from that left hash now, and that's going to be handed off. And, Coach, that time is going to be Rodriguez.
All right. For 8 yards.
And now Diego Sanchez entering the contest. And Rodriguez will exit.
So who's the back? Joaquin Bolaños.
Yeah, I guess what that means, Coach. Are they trying that big dog package?
It's the big dog package.
All right. And look at that. Luke Lynn's just going to get a first down.
It's not like last year's big dog. This is more like the tush push, which is not legal in high school,
right.
But it's essentially just big bodies moving the pile. And one of your biggest bodies is the guy with the football. So what do you think, 4 on that?
Oh, yeah. Well, Coach, maybe even 5.
Just the 3rd carry for Luke tonight, just 9 yards.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 from the 32. We're in the 4th quarter. Kyle Slew lead 49-21. In the backfield is going to be Rodriguez at the 30-yard line. And finally at probably at the 25-yard line, he'll be taken down.
I'm going to give him 7. 10th carry, so it's easy to figure out what he's averaging. He's averaging 16.6 yards a carry tonight. Helps when your first run's for 96 yards.
Of course. All right, so Lujan is now in the ball game. Rodriguez exit. Number 2 will enter the ball game as well. That's going to be Rendon Duran.
I got Jadrian in there as well, so just never know who might get this ball, but play clock running down, so they'll have to use a timeout.
All right, we'll be right back. KSUPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, Coyote Football. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model. You're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
Guys had to call a timeout. The clock on the field was getting close to expiring, so it is 2nd and 3 from the 25-yard line. 49-21 is the score. Under 10 minutes to play. And, Coach, it's already 9:29. Is that correct? 9:20, excuse me.
Yeah, it's been a long game, and we still have almost 10 minutes on the clock in the 4th quarter. I mean, this is like one of those Bronco games. I mean, that game tomorrow will probably go about the 3 hours.
At least, or longer. But excited to do it. We'll be on the air tomorrow as New Mexico Military Institute. The Broncos will be taking on Trinity Valley. Athens, Texas. Here at the Wool Bowl. And there's going to be the carry.
Easy money.
Good hard run.
About 11.
Yeah, it's going to be 11 for Nathaniel Lujan. And now Rodriguez is going to come in here. Coach, I'm talking almost the same height. And I think maybe Rodriguez might be just a bit thicker. I mean, maybe barely.
Oh, you think so?
Maybe.
I think Nate's a little thicker.
Well, he might be, but maybe the passes, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's the opposite.
I don't know what. Coach didn't do the heights and weights this year. I missed that.
All right, quick pass. It's going to be dropped.
Had him open. On the slant, that's Jadrian Garcia. Yet another drop for this receiving crew.
And the play was there.
Six drops, one of them in the end zone for Hard Luck Luke.
All right, so 2nd down and 10 for the Roswell Coyotes. You have Brendan Duran and Olin Ingram, top of your screen. Number 13 is going to be Jadrian Garcia at the bottom of your screen. And there's a flag.
Flag in?
It is. All right, so the Coyotes will be moved back. Well, that's going to have to get better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They got to get inside the 5-yard line for a first down. We'll have 3 downs to do it. Well, they could kick a field goal. Only attempted one all year.
Okay, here we go now. 2nd and 15, only a 5-yard penalty. And Rodriguez will get the ball and maybe he's going to call it 4 yards? Maybe 3.
I think just 3.
So number 8's coming in, Diego Sanchez. Lujan now will come back into the ball game, so it's just about every other play.
Yeah, it's easier to actually see who's standing next to Coach Gomez, you know. And then it's the other one who's out there.
All right, so 3rd down and 12.
Oh, receiver went down. And no one for Luke to throw it to. Might like to see him, instead of double pumping and throwing it away there, just take off with it.
Yeah, well, that's probably the right thing to do, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 12, so will they get field goal unit out?
That is affirmative.
All right, so Benjamin Vera will get set to kick from the
35-yard attempt?
Yeah, from the 25, so 35-yard attempt.
Yeah, we'll say 34.
All right, 34-yard attempt. And that is good. So good job by Benjamin Vera from 34 yards. Kyle, 52. Mayfield, 21. We'll be right back. KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
All right, we are back from the Wool Bowl. 52-21 the score. Nice kick. Field goal from 34 yards out. Ben Vera.
Yeah, just his 2nd field goal of the season on that many attempts. So he's a perfect 2 for 2. He is a what is he? A perfect 7 for 7 on extra points.
I was just going to say 10 points for that young man. So nice. All right, 52-21, 8:39 left. Did Ben Vera did you see what I just saw there?
No.
Now, I could be mistaken, but can the kicker step off sides?
No. I know what you're saying. He did it earlier, too.
Okay. You saw the same thing I did then? Okay. That's something I never, I guess, paid attention to. So, yeah, I guess so. You can do that, I suppose, huh? So he counts the steps off.
Noah Stinson on the tackle. Haven't called his name yet today, so good job in special teams for Noah.
All right, so 1st down and 10. Coach, you have any updates from Artesia?
24-13 with under 2 minutes left in the ball game. So Goddard was game, but it looks like Artesia, well, they're threatening here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and at first I thought it was a kind of a big crowd, Coach, but really not a very big crowd here for Roswell at all.
Yeah, this is not the crowds we're used to. Gonna have to represent a lot better next week.
Well, and that's definitely gonna be the case. The World Series will be over by then, I'm thinking. And
yeah, it might not be the way you want it.
Yeah. All right, 1st and 10 for Mayfield. All right, and there's the handoff. Okay, now, call me crazy, Coach, but now they're running the ball. You're down 52-21. I'm thinking now you probably need a pass, but what do I know?
Borrego and others on the tackle there. Minimal gain of 2 yards.
Yep,
down
plus 2, yep.
Down 31.
Go ahead and run the ball, that's fine.
Oh, if you're the Coyotes, you love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Run it every down. Keep that clock a-ticking.
Yeah, you're under 8 minutes. I mean, why not, right? There's the bad snap and good recovery.
And not a good angle there.
But that's Xavier Ochoa, Coach. He's back in the ball game, so I guess there was nothing
he's okay.
that was, good to see.
Well, he was down a long time. A lot of times in that situation is player gets the wind knocked out of him, and when you saw the hit live, you can understand that
for sure.
Lucky if it's just the wind knocked out of him, and apparently that might have been the case.
That's an awful, awful feeling.
Oh man, it really is.
All right, 3rd down and 4 for Mayfield. Ochoa back in the ball game for Mayfield. And it's going to be handed off over to Nathaniel Benavides. And there's a flag, actually a couple of them.
Elias Lujan will get credit for the tackle unless the play doesn't count. And it looks like it won't.
Face mask
on
the Coyotes.
So Elias will still get credit for the tackle, but they will tack on yards. 15 to be exact.
Wow. Well, let me see. I'm going to look at my little device here and check the scores around the state of New Mexico. This is just not a...
final in Toronto, 11-4 was your final score.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. 1st down and 10 for.
And Artesia has won 24-13.
That's a final down at the Bulldog Bowl.
It is.
All right, so there's the pass. Going to take a shot, and that's going to be overthrown.
Yeah, receiver stopped, and Ochoa didn't think he would, so that had no chance.
All right, so New Mexico Military Institute with an 8-point lead, 28-20. That's looks like that's going to be, according to this document, going to start the 4th. Rio Rancho now with the lead, 26-7 over Farmington. Las Cruces with a comfortable lead, 39-7. It says halftime, but it's probably incorrect. 2nd down and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans. And handed off to number 2, Marcus Castillo.
And Elias Lujan again involved in that tackle.
Okay, so 6:49 left in the ball game. Coyotes lead 52-21.
Josiah Aldava is also involved in the tackle.
Hold on to him. All right, and Xavier Ochoa in trouble, escapes trouble, has some running room, and just runs out of bounds.
Wisely. Doesn't want to take another hit like he took earlier in the game. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 5.
Yep. Well, Mayfield will go for it here. I mean, you have to.
Sure. Quite a few subs out there for Coach Lynn now.
Yep.
I see Shane McMath. I see Isaiah Vitia. I see Adrian Archuleta.
Kyle Williams is in the secondary. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Kyles will take over.
Late flag.
On who? Shane McMath?
Possibly. Really late flag. From the back judge. So it looks like they will get a 1st down via the penalty. Trey Barola getting in the game, sophomore, as well as Cisco Valdez on that defensive line. Nathaniel Bernal out there as well at linebacker, and he's a sophomore, so getting the pups and some reps.
Well, I disagree with the call.
I do too. First of all, that's not a catchable ball.
Not a catch. That's right. It's not a catchable ball, and why so late? All right, so number 2 will have it. That Marcus Castillo again. So again, you have a lot of reserves now for the Roswell Coyotes. Try to close this game out. 52-21 with 6 minutes left in the ball game.
Cisco Valdez with the tackle.
Yeah, just that's poor. I don't mind saying it. All right, 2nd and 9. There is.
Oh, look out.
Quarterback again. And they're going to have a flag. Are they going to call it a horse collar?
Potentially a horse collar. I think more likely potentially a face mask. Actually, it could be a hold.
Yeah, they're probably going to call it a horse collar. I think they enjoy that.
Well, we were moving along at a nice pace. It is the face mask. And they should go half the distance. So ball at the 9, 1st and goal.
So here we go. 1st and 9 from the 9. You have Marcus Castillo and number 38, the mystery man. And another timeout taken. We'll take one too. We'll be right back. KSUPTV.com. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are 1 Eastern.
Welcome back. 52-21. Timeout taken. And it's the Mayfield Trojans ball. 1st and 9 from the 9. And the coach at quarterback, it's going to be Marcus Castillo. And we're going to have another timeout taken. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here, Coach.
They're going to say they called consecutive timeouts.
They did call another timeout, so 2 consecutive timeouts for the Mayfield Trojans. And Coach, top 10. In 5A, you have the Artesia Bulldogs. You have 14.
Yeah, tell them which poll it is, though, because we got a lot of polls here.
Yeah, this is the coach's top 10 football poll dated October 20th. Artesia with 14 first-place votes, 140 overall. Roswell with 124 votes in the number 2 spot. Lovington falls in the 3 spot with 104 votes, 4-4 record. And then Goddard just lost, so now they'll drop to 6-3 with 96 overall votes. And there's the play, and no yardage for Mayfield. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down. And that 5 spot's Los Alamos, 8-0.
Yeah, and I think...
Did they just take their 3rd timeout? No.
No.
All right, so now they still have it. Quarterback now is number 2, Marcus Castillo.
Which makes you think run.
Well, you think so. Quarterback lead, maybe? Yep, there's that heavy over.
Delay.
Gosh. So delay a game on the Mayfield Trojans.
And make a 2nd goal from the 13.
Well, Artesia wins at the Bulldog Bowl over Goddard. Next week is the end of the regular season and district play. Mayfield will take on Artesia at Artesia next week. They have to make the long trip. So 2nd and 13 here for Mayfield from the 13-yard line. And the mystery man will take a shot to the end zone, and that's going to be almost picked off, but in and out of the hands.
Yeah,
incomplete.
That was Stinson over there, but I think he extended it as far as he could. Jeez. And the mystery quarterback, who we assume is a lower level quarterback, which was stuck with that number, probably wore a different number on the lower level.
Yeah, very possible. So we're October 24th, 2025. It's 9:40. No lightning delays or anything. This is a true game. 3rd down and 13 from the 13. Mystery at quarterback.
Oh, tipped.
And it's going to be...
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? What are they saying? They're going to say he was down?
Well, that's clearly an interception.
The ball never hit the ground, but I guess they're going to say the runner was...
Oh, these guys.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be an interesting one to see on
film. Yeah. So it might be legit, Coach, but
no, if we...
the call might be accurate there, but I'm just looking like, gosh. I'm gonna.
It will be 4th and goal, though.
Yeah, so 4th and 13. Come on, guys, let's get the game going. nothing to discuss. 3rd and 13. And there's the bad snap. And
it should have been 4th and 13.
They're going to say it's Mayfield's ball.
Well, I haven't said yet.
Well, I'm assuming that they're going to say it's Mayfield's ball. Now they're going to turn it around and say it's Coyote ball. And I'm sure there's an injury on the field. There is, but they're going to get up.
Yeah, and it's the backup quarterback, so.
All right, so the Coyotes will take over on the turnover, so it's going to be a bad snap.
I believe it was Isaac Gonzalez with the fumble recovery.
All right, so the headphones come off for Jeff Lynn.
He's heard enough? Is that what you're saying?
I've seen enough.
And now we have Andrew Fuentes in the game.
And there's going to be a timeout taken by Roswell. We'll be right back. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right, new quarterback for the Coyotes, Andrew Fuentes. We'll get some reps here in this 4th quarter. So now, Coach, it looks like just nothing but, well, I say nothing but. It looks like some opportunity for some reserves.
Yeah, Hoover with a nice little 3-yard carry there.
And look at that. That's cleared an interception. That's a correct call.
Yeah, he was down.
All right, so 2nd down and 7. So that's going to be handed off to Hoover. All right, so after the replay of, we can go back to KSVPTV.com, the officials did get the call correct. It was an incomplete pass instead of an interception, so job well done by the officials.
Well, I mean, we saw that the ball never hit the ground, but they're saying that as the receiver fell down with the ball, he was down, and then the ball popped out. So,
all right.
It's the old ground can't cause a fumble situation.
There you go. All right, so 1st down and 10 for Roswell. The clock has stopped.
Yeah, on a penalty. I guess they had a penalty on Mayfield. So, yeah, just trying to keep the clock moving here and maybe seeing what they've got with Andrew Fuentes, who in all likelihood is the quarterback next year, maybe for the next 2 years.
All right, so, Coach, timeout-wise, it looks like the Coyotes have 1 timeout left and Mayfield with 2.
Let's hope nobody uses them.
Well, I'm sure that's going to happen somewhere or another.
Here, look at Hoover.
Yeah, good hard run. He's going to have the 1st down, it looks like.
Maybe a yard short.
There's no telling. All right, it is going to be a yard short. Andrew Fuentes.
Yeah, and you really have to assume this is still the first-team Mayfield defense. They just don't have a lot of subs.
Well, no, Coach, they really don't. Just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 or 12, maybe 15.
Yeah, I mean, I counted. I didn't think they had 35 players suited up pregame. So
Hoover will have the 1st down for the Roswell Coyotes.
Senior Logan Hoover, 7 carries, 42 yards on the day. Just doing what's asked of him, as he always does. Offense, defense, special teams, you name it.
All right, so we're under 2 minutes now. Yeah, Andrew Fuentes comes from a family of quarterbacks, as you probably know. And he says, well, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and try to follow suit. And Coach, that's number 29, Daniel Guevara.
Gain of 1 on that pass play. And give me the receiver again.
That's going to be Guevara, number 29.
Okay, Daniel Guevara. First career catch for him, and that's for 1 yard. We got our video evidence from our producer.
That's what it looks like.
He's the man.
He's the instant replay producer. Always on it. All right, so we're under 60 seconds. Andrew Fuentes will get a couple more snaps here. Rolling out to the right side, and just a dump pass. And
Luis Ramirez, the senior fullback. Unfortunately, with, I don't want to say the D word, but it's another drop for a Coyote receiver. First incompletion of the season and career for Andrew Fuentes. Came into the game 1 for 1. Or 2 for 2. I think he was 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Let me look. Yeah, he was. So now 3 of 4 on his career. But another passing situation.
Well, it's good to get him some reps. Like you mentioned, he could be the quarterback for the next couple of years. So 3rd and 8 for Roswell. There's the quick pass, and that one's going to be overthrown.
Yeah, just missed.
Not a catchable ball there.
So now, are we going to get the second punt of the game? First punt since the first possession.
No, you go ahead and you have 46 seconds left. Give him another opportunity to get a rep to get better. Why not?
Right. I'm in full agreement with you, partner.
And, you know, if you get the first down, then you get another rep to get better. So, yes, I say you go for it, and the Roswell Coyotes appear to be going for it.
See if he can earn himself one.
I love it.
Oh, they run it. So maybe a little sportsmanship coming into it here.
Yeah, so it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Another 5 yards for Logan Hoover, but needed more than that for a first down.
So the clock will stop as the turnover on downs. It'll be first down and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans. Coach, what we'll do is at the conclusion of this game, we'll take a break, and then we'll talk statistics, and then we'll close this out. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right, first and 10 for Mayfield, 38.3 seconds. I'm sure you'll see a couple of passes here for Mayfield. As everybody is set, and now there is the snap, and it's going to be low. And, Coach, I believe that's Mystery Man.
Yeah, but Eli Salazar, the junior linebacker, making the tackle.
All right, so I think it's going to be safe to say the Roswell Coyotes will win this contest 52-21 here at the Wool Bowl. So one last play here for Mayfield.
Maybe. Yeah, they're going to run one.
They're going to have one last one. That's going to be handed off.
And tackle made by number 62.
All right, Coach, so the Roswell Coyotes win this contest 52-21. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and talk statistics and close it out. Coyote football on KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell Talk FM.
This October, it's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. Scary good deals on everything for your home. Ashley for reclining sofa and love seat, just $9.88 both pieces. 5-piece pub set, just $2.88. Queen-size mattresses as low as $148. Huge savings store-wide, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. It's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
Oral teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Support career and technical education programs for Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs
Roswell
in our
offers a
area,
wide
strengthening
variety.
the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chavez County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
And this week at your local Farmers Country Market, select bags of Oreo cookies are $4.88 each, and select boxes of Kellogg's breakfast cereals are just $3.98 each. In produce, pints of juicy blueberries are $2.99 each, and jack-o'-lantern pumpkins are $3.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless New York strip steaks are $7.99 a pound, and pork baby back ribs are just $2.97 a pound. These are just some of the Halloween bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Welcome back to the Woo Bowl here in Roswell, New Mexico, as the Roswell Coyotes defeat the Mayfield Trojans 52-21 and will improve their record to 6-3, 5-1 in district play. And as for the Mayfield Trojans, will now fall to 2-7 and 2-4 in district play. But before we talk a little bit more about next week, let's talk statistics.
Yeah, third time this season that the Coyotes have gone over 50. As they win comfortably here at home. Let's go special teams first. 7 for 7 on extra points for Ben Vera. He also hit a 34-yard field goal in his only try there. One punt for Nick Anaya of 40 yards. Nick Anaya also had a punt return for 55 yards and a touchdown. 3 kickoff returns for the Coyotes. One for 25 yards by Colby Sanchez, and then Patrick Tarin return 2 for no yards total. 1 was a fair catch. Defensive side of the ball will do fumble recoveries. You had 1 fumble recovery, an onside kick recovery for Shane McMath, and a fumble recovery for Isaac Gonzalez. Coyotes were led in tackles by Cannon Ramage with 6, 4 for Joaquin Bolaños, 5 for Isaiah Aranda, 4 for Faustino Tarin, and 4 for Daniel Borrego. With 3 tackles, Nick Anaya, Patrick Tarin, and with 2 tackles on the night, Jadrian Garcia, Elias Lujan, and David Galmond. 1 tackle each for McMath, Nathaniel Lujan, Noah Stinson, Eli Salazar, Jake Amador, Nathaniel Bernal on the last play of the game. Cisco Valdez had 1, as did Rendon Duran. Let's move to offense now. Coyotes ran for 341 yards on the ground tonight. Wow. That's a lot, in case you were wondering. Rendon Duran, 1 carry for 19. Allen Ingram, 2 carries for 21. Luke Lynn, 3 carries for 9. Logan Hoover, 8 carries for 47 with a touchdown. Nathaniel Lujan, just 5 carries, but 76 yards and a touchdown. And the big dog tonight was Luis Rodriguez. Carried the ball 11 times, including a 96-yard touchdown. Total of 169 yards for the sophomore. Luke Lynn was 10 of 19 for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the tough luck interception. Andrew Fuentes, 1 of 3 for 1 yard. No scores, no picks. And receiving for the Coyotes, Daniel Guevara, his first career reception for 1 yard. Noah Estrada had 2 catches for 12 yards and a touchdown. Allen Ingram, 5 catches for 36 yards. And leading receiver was Colby Sanchez tonight. 3 catches, 116 yards, including a 50-yard score. And those are your stats, partner.
All right. Well, there you have it. Again, the Roswell Coyotes defeat the Mayfield Trojans of a score of 52-21. And the Roswell Coyotes will improve their record to 6-3, 5-1 in district play. And we'll be taking on the crosstown rivals next Friday at 7 p.m. on Halloween night. And for the Mayfield Trojans, now we'll fall to 2-7, 2-4 in district play. We'll travel to Artesia and make the long trip. Also on October 31st at 7 p.m. at the Bulldog Bowl. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald will close us out from the Wool Bowl. Thanks to Tanner Todd and the KSVP crew. We'll see you next time on KSVPTV.com. Safe travels back to Las Cruces or wherever your destination might be. And it's always a great day to be a Coyote. Have a good night.
That concludes this presentation of sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at KSVPTV.com. Coyote football on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and online at KSVPTV.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Thanks for tuning into this special broadcast. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.